All right. Actual start now. This is session 4, probably the last session of this campaign, question mark. And we return immediately with everything happening. With you guys kind of going down this elevator, and you heard several statues, metal clinking noises come slowly towards your direction. As we now come back, let's play this one instead of the other one. I'll put you in the elevator. Alright, we start. Everyone roll initiative.
Oh my.
Oh right, we were in combat.
Yep, last time out you found several kind of these statues make their way off towards you, and the elevator has just stopped. It seems as though there's more of it going downwards, although
Ooh, that's a bad
you may
road.
have tripped some kind of security system.
What are those, man?
Are we
We'll
still with the
find
blind
out
guy?
soon enough. Yes, you are still with the blind man.
Blind do be blind.
Blind man, use your blind powers.
Where's my initiative?
Where is your initiative?
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh yeah. Wait, that's the wrong person.
Oh, my bad. Want me to roll again?
Turn order at.
I will show it now. You don't need to roll.
I think it shows as Edros there though in the turn order, does it?
No, it's still
Why
our
does
turn.
the elevator have a
It's
turn?
fine.
That's fine.
You'll
gotcha.
figure that out. As when the elevator kind of moves down, click down. It should be -1 now. Let me just try and fix that real quick. Bum. There you go. As you stop and you see these things slowly make their way off towards you, you watch as the entire elevator itself almost make a full kind of rotation towards the right, trying to kind of move down, although it's stuck on something, it would seem. As now, if I remember this correctly, it is let's start with Arthur's turn. Before that, the elevator moves downwards to the right. Put your token two right, 1 down. That's for everyone who will not make a dexterity saving throw, DC 15.
Hey, what's going on?
The elevator shifted. We have to.
2 down, 1 right? 2 down.
Dexterity saving throw.
50.
I'm gonna be here
Hello.
then.
Gave us an
Fine.
item.
Oh, I'm fine.
2 down. Right.
Yep, so on your tokens, when you click them, just use your arrow keys. 2 down, 1 right.
Dexterity save.
Big L.
And
Dexterity
your blind
guy.
man also have to roll a dexterity saving throw, and he passes.
Wrong. Move to.
As you all start kind of moving forwards and back, you don't understand what's happening. The entire elevator gets shifted around in ways that pushes you off to the side. You start seeing these things move off towards you. They have several weapons in hand, several different kind of weapons in hand. One in particular is wearing this strange looking helmet. Or rather, 2 large ones are wearing these strange looking helmets. Underneath them, it looks like it's just gray, or rather red energy peering past. They have the sword and a shield in hand, while the other like animated things, they look like metal golems making their way off towards you. Arthur, it is your turn.
Oh my god. I can't see. I'm going to. Oh my god, I can't see. I'm gonna hide here. I'm gonna go with them. I'll be around here. I'm gonna say, "Oh, what do we do? We're surrounded."
We're hounded.
Alright, and then I look at him. I saw him. I can reach that. And I attack that. I try to attack it. Is it moving to us or is it just standing there menacingly? Cass?
Yes,
Hey,
it's
ho.
making its way off towards you. Yes, you see it
I
very
bet.
slowly walking down.
Oh my god. Should I talk to it or attack it? I'm gonna ask Thor. Do we talk to it or do we attack it? What are we doing?
You can see me that I'm just staring at a specific part of the golems, which is their helmet.
I
Their
think
clutch.
we should consult Ardus since he's guarded, and he might be
Just faster. What do we do? Attack us. What do we do?
You
I'm
see as
asking him if
Ardus.
he can see.
Yeah, Ardus is
if he-
just kind of making his like movements left and right, like his head is like shaking about, trying to figure out what's going on. He can hear everything around him, but he doesn't know what's going on. He just kind of looks down at you. I don't exactly know what I'm looking at here. I can't hear them properly either. They sound like armor. Bandits.
I'm still talking, right? I guess I'll just make a quick comment.
Cass, I guess this will be my action for now. Like, can I
Yes, I
spend my
said
action
no.
talking?
If you want to, yeah.
Yeah, because I think that's a lot of time. I'm gonna spend my action talking with the team. What do you say, Thor?
Look at their helmets. Look at it closely. There's something on the helmets that I see.
Is there something of that, man? Like a gem?
Probably.
Alright, I guess we'll try hitting the gem. And I guess that's it. I'll move here. Last time. Here.
All right. As you start moving off, the armors start just kind of moving forward very slowly. You hear the elevator kind of crank out, trying to break loose towards the stone underneath. But it looks like it's completely broken out, and you're going to have to do something about it. Otherwise, this thing might just stay here forever. As the armors begin to move, they make it off towards here, just about. Then the closest person that it can see, by the sense of it, immediately turns off towards you, Sarah. Even in this complete darkness, where naturally you'd be invisible, this time around you see this creature just turn off towards you, almost motionless, starts making its way down very slowly. Noros, it is your go.
Alright, I'm going to do my best to keep this guy from moving. So I'm gonna take a step down and attempt to hold him in its place.
When you cast your spell, almost in an instant, it just fumbles out. As your spell does not seem to work on anything that is not humanoid.
Oh well. I'm going to Bardic Inspiration the next guy on turn, which is Jansen.
Alright. Jansen, you now have a Bardic Inspiration of a D8. So try to remember that, as it is now your go. Huh?
Can I use it on?
I cannot hear you very well.
What can I use it
What-
on?
Um,
Ability check, attack roll, and saving throw.
Oh,
Before.
I'll just increase your volume. Give me a quick moment.
Before Cass says it hits.
Okay. I'm going to. I remember last session I said that I switched my katana for my warhammer.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna run up to Le dude. And I'm gonna bonk him.
All right.
Before
let's
I bonk
see it.
him, I'm going to use my ability. It's called. Where is it? Fight Spirit. So,
Ooh, what is
give you
that?
advantage, and I think it's 5 hit points.
Ooh,
temporary hit
you also
points.
gain 5 temporary hit points. Yes. And you also
Play
get
it
advantage
with
on your
my-
weapon.
Where? Bonk.
23, that will hit. You have your Warhammer in hand, you have it in both hands, you just swing down and you just connect with this like plate armor. And you do a little bit of breaking down on it.
I have extra attacks. I'm gonna use it again.
Alright.
Yeah.
That will also hit. You reach out towards the other side as you slam down, and this time around you just hit strong, and you hear that metal just clang down. That is minus 11.
You know what? No. I was gonna action surge, but I guess it's not a good idea right now. I end my turn. Actually, I'm mobile. Move here.
Alright, then you just quickly take a step back as the elevator seems to be cranking itself downwards. Further out in the cave, or this kind of hallway, you see another one make it through very slowly off towards this direction. As now, Sarah, it is your go.
So, I would like to see anything aside from the like what we saw last time. If there's anything that I can interact with in the elevator or around it.
On the elevator themselves, they see like the floor on it. It doesn't seem to have anything, but I'll let you roll a perception with disadvantage because it's dark as hell, and although you can see with dark vision, doesn't help the fact that it's all in grayscale.
Perception.
You find something in the middle of the elevator. Seems like this kind of stand that you pulled the lever at, or rather you did the kind of small puzzle. There seems to be several small areas, like intersections in the pillar itself, that have gem-like nodes inside them. Gem-like indentations in the stone pillar. So if I were to draw it real quick for you guys to see, if this is like the top half, this is the bottom half. Somewhere in between these areas are like gem indentations.
Do I see any colors or? I
You
just
cannot see in color when it's dim light.
even though I have dark vision.
Yes, if you click dark vision right now, it'll show you.
Right. Question: are these like can I insert something, or is it just like bulging out or something? The gem node?
It is an indentation. You can put something in it.
Can I like stab my arrows then as my action and that?
Yeah, sure. Go
Right.
ahead and roll to hit.
Right.
Yeah, it's no problem. It's not a moving thing. You reach out towards it with your arrow, and you just jam your arrow in there, and you break apart a bit of that stone. But there's nothing that happens.
And then I just relayed the information to the party that I'm seeing some gem nodes here. I tried interacting with it by stabbing my
What
arrow.
direction?
What do you mean?
What direction?
It's near here, right? Question mark or dark
Oh,
house?
okay.
Where the puzzle was, I guess. Here.
Yep, it's on that middle pillar of the elevator.
Yeah. I told them that.
All right.
I'm my guard.
Also, microphone, very buzzy-ish.
Sorry.
Right.
I'm phone.
With that, you watch as these helmed creatures, these constructs, start making its way off very slowly, but you notice something quite different with them. They begin to hover off of the ground and start flying 30 feet towards your direction.
Oh, they're flying.
As now this one, you watch it kind of turn towards the main pillar in the middle, and it seems to be fixated on that. As the other armors now make their way through. Thor, it is your go.
What gemstone are you referring to, Sarah?
I cannot see the color, so it's just a gemstone from what I can see. So yeah.
Can't see the color, right?
It's probably like a slot or something. So you need to insert some gem, I guess. My bad, man.
Wait. I accidentally right-clicked. I'm not supposed to move. Sorry.
I didn't see anything though, so it's fine.
Let me see. Let me see. Where is it? Can't find something.
Pum, 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 pum.
Never mind. I guess I'll just move. I'll move over here, and then I'll cast light on this thing and see what happens. That's gonna be my action.
Ooh, alright. You cast light in the middle of the pillar, and you see now a very clear kind of area down in the middle. As you see that kind of long pillar leading up slightly just towards probably the height of your chest, the height of the dwarf's chest.
Okay.
As I've said before, it's basically that one puzzle that you did earlier on the very top half, and on the bottom half is like this small pillar that has gem-like indentations in the shape of a gem. Two of them on the north side and the south side.
Okay. I'm on the south side right now, correct?
You're close to the south side. This is the south side right there.
Oh, that's the south side. Does it look any different? How about this here? How about this little thing here? See this?
Which one?
This one.
Those have like, I can't describe this properly, but I'll redraw it again. If this was the top half of the pillar, the bottom half here has small compartments on the west and the east.
Okay.
And on the south and north are gem-like indentations. So this would be the puzzle up here. The west and the east have these small compartments, and this one has a north and south have gems. Gem indentations. Nothing inside them though, it's empty.
No gems.
Yes, no gems.
Do I see a gem on the crown of this thing in front of me?
Because it is there, and it is very bright now that you've lit it up. In fact, there is. And it looks like it's the same shape as the ones on those things. On the pillar.
I see. I delivered that information to the party. Wait, let me try it in my raspy voice. Right, squad. You see the gems. You see the gem sockets. Look at their helmets, and I point to the big one. We need those inside the shaft. And that's it. That's my turn.
All right.
Can we reply to this?
Yeah, you can.
Sure.
Oh. After you say that, I'm like, smash the gems. Got it.
No, don't smash the gems. Take the gems and place them in the shafts.
Smash everything except the gems. Got it.
I just shake my head, dude.
Running it down already. All right, we continue as this creature, the similar one, this construct down below in the south area, starts making its way similarly as the other one to the north, floating its way there, and in an instant it reaches down to your group. And when it comes through, you watch it pull up its shield and its long sword in its right hand, start slashing down away at Noros and at Yanzin.
I will use my reaction for Noros if it hits.
All right, this one is on Noros. If it rolls,
No.
that is a 9.
Okay.
This one is on Yanzin. That is a 13.
Nope.
Wow.
All right.
So I guess none of it hits.
It starts slashing its way out, and it seems as though it's way too high up, and it starts to slash down. You're able to just move slightly out of the way before it hits you, and you dodge cleanly out of the way. As now the elevator continues to move.
Oof.
Boom. Dexterity saving throw.
Fuck. I'm gonna get this.
This is for everyone,
Yep.
unless you just let yourself get moved.
All right.
I guess it sucks.
All right.
An L, right?
An L. Yes. Take an L. Oh. Do I fall?
Do you fall?
Do I fall? Can you fall?
Are you falling? All right. That is a bad. That is real bad. As the
Can I
entire
use
shaft.
my reaction to save him since I'm here.
Yeah. I'll say that you can see, like, as you're all shifting about to the right, you see Noros just get just fling out of the elevator shaft off towards the darkness of this cave. You can try and reach out for him. Make me an athletics check.
Okay. Oh, what does that mean?
No problem. You catch him right as he's about to fall.
I don't have my reaction anymore, by the way. Okay.
Yep. As these creatures will continue moving out.
Where do I move?
Where does he move? Where does he move?
You can
like
put
grab-
yourself on the edge near Sarah.
Oh my god, that's scary, dude.
That is scary.
This guy has to move as an L. 2 down. What was it? 2 down, one right.
Yeah, 2 down, 1 right. So he's right here. I think.
So he'd be here. This guy gets pushed out of the shaft. He can't go right because there's a wall. This guy's now here. This guy's now here. This guy just barely stays on. And this guy also barely stays on. Arthur, did you roll? Or are you letting yourself let loose?
Already rolled.
I
Where?
do not see the roll. Oh, it's right up there. 15.
First one.
You pass, yes.
I am past boy.
With that, Arthur, it is now your turn.
Yes. I'm just gonna throw some normal stuff. I'm gonna be with them. Here, I'll stay in the middle.
Quite cramped in here.
Yes.
True.
I look at this guy. Who's the one that's damaged? Wake me up inside the damaged one.
Go ahead and roll perception.
Ah, goddamn. 13.
You do not know.
Ah. You know what? I'll attack this one. with my psychic blades.
All right, let's see it.
That's the first one.
What is the damage on that? It's a slashing, right?
Psychic.
It's psychic. I see. As you go out and slash through with your blades, you watch as the armor seems to just absolutely just kind of pull it through. You watch your energy get sucked in, and
What?
he takes no damage.
Oh!
Did you just heal it?
Oh no! Oh no! I cry. I'll. He's immune to psychic. I have to use my dagger.
Now you know that. Yeah. Now
Uh,
you know.
I'm not. That's it. I'm done. I'm done.
All right. You see these things like on the edge. They're about to fall off, but you watch as their bottom half of their bodies like almost stick to the elevator. And you watch them like nearly fall off, but then it just kind of stands still and continues moving forward, reaching out to Jansen.
Oh no.
And he will slam down on you. 19 and a 6.
Yeah, the first one hits, the second one doesn't.
First one hits, it slams its hand down towards your face, bludgeoning you for 6 points of damage just near your cheek, just kind of slashing it almost. As now, Noros, it is your go. You're on the edge, and it does not look like you have a lot of places to go to.
That and it does.
You only have
not
one place to go
look like
to.
I have anything to do. These guys are mostly resistant to my everything. I'm going to try something. I'll cast Bane at 2nd level.
Ooh, on who?
On, let's see, which I can do it on 4 since it's on 2nd level. This guy. Wait, can I reach that guy up there? Wah, yep. This guy, and this guy.
Which ones?
These ones.
Those. Oh, okay, so all of those except the one that's close to you. Alright. I'm gonna roll for all the animated armors first. It is a charisma, right?
Charisma saving throw.
Alright, so this is the one on the right side. That is a fail.
Has to be a 15.
That is also a fail, and this one is also a fail.
Alright.
The last one, the
Standard
big
is
boy. He will have to roll as well for that. And he also fails.
Oh my
Alright,
god.
four
All of them
people
have Bane.
Wait, you know what that means? Cass is gonna start critting
Yeah.
all the damages, and we're all just gonna die here.
Alright, then I'm going to just carefully move through my team to get in front of this guy to prepare for my next move. That is my turn.
Ooh, alright. That lasts for a minute. So, on your character, make sure to have something like a... how many? That would be 0, so this will count down per your turn. Like this.
Oh sure. Oh, every time it gets into my turn. How do you change that number? Is that the DM only
You
thing?
no, you just click on while you're hovering on the thing, on the color. You just click a number.
Eh?
Yeah.
What? That's cool. Damn. Oh wow.
Right.
Alright.
Now you have that.
How many turns? I can't do 10.
You
so.
it's so yeah. Start from 0 all the way to 1, and then yeah. Right. That's your go. You move off towards the side. Now this giant construct behind you sees you and almost instantly goes down to reach out. Jansen, it is your go.
Question: How would I try to knock something prone?
You push it, but that is called a shove in D&D.
Shove's an attack, right?
Yes, it's a special attack.
Does extra attack work with shove?
No, it does not.
You know what? It's worth a shot. I'll try shoving this thing to the ground. What would I roll?
It basically replaces your attack action, so you could shove and then hit something with your extra attack. Not the other way around. So it's not not main attack and then shove. It's shove and then attack. It's weird like that.
Okay, so I'll shove. I'll shove with this then. Shove the.
Who do you shove and where?
I'm shoving it here.
All right. It'll go ahead and make your athletics check.
I'll roll my Bardic Inspiration.
Okay.
Also, is that with advantage or?
No, it's a
No,
9.
no.
That's why.
That's
That's
a
why
9.
And he's rolling with Bardic Inspiration.
That's 16. You try and push this thing, and it just stands there, almost like it's magnetized to the
19.
elevator.
$19.
Bane? Does Bane work on that? Let me see.
That is an attack, I think.
It's a saving throw or attack rolls.
Oh, that is saving throw. All right, go ahead and roll your Bane if you want to.
The target must roll a d4.
Wait, I have to roll D4? All right.
Yeah.
What is your rolls, man?
Yeah, you try and push this animated armor, and it just stands there, taking the entire brunt force of your push. You still have your extra attack, so you can slash away at it.
I do. I don't slash because I'm using a Warhammer. I buff.
A 16 will not hit. You reach down with your warhammer and slam to the ground as this giant construct, this metal construct in front of you, quickly moves to slam down its hands on you. That is your go. Unless you want to move, you can move if you want to.
I will move. Question: what happens if I collide with someone while the elevator moves?
You will push
Actually, no,
them. That you can pass through them unless it's a very tight spot. I will usually say that you have to roll something. If not, you can just pass through them, but they are difficult terrain.
I'll do this then.
All right. As you move out, this one back here will start making his way through and around. And only now did I realize that I never rolled for the dwarf. So let me real quick do that. He got an 8, doesn't matter. He goes right before Sarah, I think. No, right after Sarah.
After?
Alright. Yeah. As now this creature, this construct makes its way off towards the old man. You see him just slam down. But before he is able to, you notice something. Wait, is Arthur here?
Arthur? Arthur, right?
Yeah, I'm here. Yeah.
You notice that their armor seems to be not entirely connected to each other, almost as if they're kind of loosely floating in between. Whatever you do with that information, that is up to you.
Oh, okay. I
As
know,
now,
yes.
It begins to just reach out with its metal hands and start kind of bashing down on you. This is the first one.
That's a
this
miss.
is the
A hard
second
miss.
one.
Hard miss on the first.
Yeah, hard miss on the first. It tries and punches away at you, just hits the ground below it. The second one does 18 hit.
Yes, please. I'll use uncanny dodge on that.
All right, and it just like bludgeons your face, just enough to just make a gash on the left side. As now, Sarah, it is your go.
I will do the classic Zephyr Strike. Question: If I is this still on the same level with us? Can I just like walk through
Yes,
there?
all of those are on the same level as you.
And I'm gonna use my Zephyr Strike and move there. Wait. Probably here. I don't know. Wait, here. My bad. Then I'll just try shooting this guy then.
All right.
Do I have-
helmet.
Yeah.
to Sarah.
Do I have my advantage? Question mark or no?
You're in dim light, and they don't need. They can see you clearly.
First attack. You know,
Which one is that going on to?
the big boy.
That is 17, 18, 19. That will not hit. You watch as your arrow flies through, hits the side of this thing, and it just stands there, just watching you as it looks back down on towards the pedestal in the middle, as it reaches out with its large, long sword, and will slam down soon thereafter. Anything else you're gonna do, Sarah?
I'm gonna extra attack on the small guy then. So
All right.
wait, I close my character. Boom.
Yeah, that'll hit. It just reaches out, the arrow flies through, and in between those small cracks, you just see it break apart. What looks like wisps, almost like a white tether in between. And you deal some damage. That is 9 piercing. Which one? This one on the right or this one on the left? Alright.
The left one.
9 piercing. Alright. As now it is Ardis' turn. You watch him just with his eyes completely closed, kind of turn towards the group. Alright, who do I hit first? He is asking just the general group.
The one closest to you, I guess. The one in front of the old man.
Alright.
Or, if you're lucky enough, the big boy.
He's just going to nod as you said the first one, and then instantly with his maul just make its way trying to break it down. The first one completely misses, the other one also misses. But you see him kind of try and reach out for the thing, and it just hits the floor. As now this creature down here will make it closer to over here. And you watch him throw out his large shield that just bangs on the floor, as now he with 2 hands pulls up the long sword that he has and slams it down on towards the pedestal. That is 1, that is 2.
Shit.
Both will hit. And you watch him start to break apart the top half of that pedestal, and the puzzle thing that you did earlier on just gets absolutely destroyed, leaving what looks like the pillar left.
Bane?
Well, yeah. You can,
Yeah,
you
an
can go
attack
ahead and roll
roll
for that. I have to roll for that. 1d4.
I can do it. This is I want to roll for it.
I'll roll for it. 3 on the first one. Is it only once or all the time?
No, it's just on attack roll, so probably all the time.
Can you give yourself... wait, no, that's a strike. Yep, so I'll roll another one for the second one. A 2 on the second one. The first one will still hit. The second one will still also hit. As you watch him just slam it down on towards that pedestal, the only thing that remains now is a pillar and the base of this pillar. and it's not looking so good. As all these other ones now make it towards here, this will go on Jensen. Jensen, this is a 9. It just tries to slam down on you, misses completely. The other one, another hand reaches out.
Glancing blow.
16. That's a glancing blow. All right.
Bane that.
Manages to just break apart. Oh, wait, you baned. Let's see. Wait, if he... Nah, it doesn't matter. As long as it's the one. So he will miss that one as well. You want to kind of reach out. It's supposed to hit you. Then this black energy just kind of covers it as it hit before it hits your face.
I feel like Cass is
Thor,
pissed
it
about
is your
this
go.
Bane.
I keep forgetting about it.
You even have icons on the
See what I
man.
can do. Move here. I will take the opportunity of attack from this guy.
And he does not take an opportunity of attack.
Oh. Okay. And I call upon my ancestors and my ancestors before their ancestors. As I raise my hammer up in the sky, I cast the spell.
Ooh, Spirit Guardians. Oh, yo, you guys know this.
Ay, yo, that spell.
Bro.
15 feet from you.
Yep.
Let me just mark out a area for that. 15 feet. Spirit Guardians. I'll mark it blue because it looks nice. Oh, I did that, I think, on your... Huh?
A torch.
Torch? Did I do that on your torch?
Yeah.
No, it's on you. No, what? Is it?
Is it? I don't know.
It
I
is,
can't
right?
tell. Wait, how do I check? That one's 15. That one's 15.
I think it's
So it's
underneath.
all of them. It's all of them. It's everyone.
Yeah, everyone
It's
around.
everyone.
But it's when they start their turn or
Yes,
Wait, let me
that's
see.
true. If they start their turn within the square.
Yep. If they start their turn with around you at a distance of 15 foot, it's a radius. Very cool.
Yep.
Yeah. If they start
They must
or
make a
enter
wisdom
the area,
saving
they must
throw.
make that wisdom saving throw.
Yes.
Speaking of, is that your
And then-
go?
My bonus action is to remove the light from the pillar and see if that does anything. I still have light on my hammer.
Wait, that's 15 feet.
Yeah, starting from me.
Let me. It's
Right?
not.
It's 15, right?
No, it is this much.
Is it?
15. Yeah, it is. It is.
Yeah, it is. Yep.
All right.
Yeah, and for my bonus action, I remove the light from the pillar and see if that does anything.
Yeah, you remove the light from the pillar, and now it's slightly darker where you are, but it does not have seen.
Do I notice any change in what the armor is doing?
Nope, it's still focused on trying to break
Fuck.
apart that pillar.
Yeah, that's it.
Anything
That's my turn.
else? All right.
Nope, that's it.
As now these ones back here.
They need to make a wisdom saving throw.
Yep, he starts his turn, so he has to make a wisdom saving throw.
With Bane, by the way. Never mind.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah,
Um,
3d8.
Yep. That is. Let me see.
You can see like an ethereal lightning strike go through the face or the helmet of the armor and passes through. That's radiant.
Oh, very nice. And you watch that it does not like resist whatsoever. That thing just passes through, and it seems to do some magic damage through this to this construct.
Oh, okay.
It does look damaged now. As the one below near Noros will just absolutely see you. He puts aside his shield, and will slam down the long sword on towards you, Noros.
Before that, he still needs to roll.
He's bane.
Right, he's
not
in
Bane.
your no, he's not
Yeah, he's in
Bane,
my thing.
but he's in
Oh, that
in his
zone.
thing. He's in the
Yeah, he's in the zone.
cool zone. That is a
Cool
wisdom
zone.
saving throw.
13. Yep. Oh.
Let's
No,
go.
he has this.
Oh. Oh, but it's
Oh,
an
it's just-
advantage.
Advantage.
It's just advantage. It's
just
just the
advantage.
same thing. You
Yeah.
watch as this thing tries and slams down as an ethereal lightning bolt reaches out and passes through him. Let me
Right through the
see
helmet,
real
by the
quick.
way.
13.
Let me
Oh, dude,
see.
this spell is kind of strong.
Yeah,
First
imagine
time
how they
trying it
got
out, by the
destroyed
way.
in PvP.
Wow, we lost in PvP because of this garbage, by the way.
Dude, this spell is so strong. My god, what the hell?
It stays for how long is that? 10 minutes?
Yeah, as long as I can keep my
Forever.
concentration up.
Right.
Yeah, also,
so
it's not zero damage, by the way.
9.1.
It's half damage as well.
Yeah, it's half damage if you pass
It's
it.
fail, yeah.
but he
I'm
will
fast,
continue to just slam down his longsword on Noros. So this is the first one.
Does anything happen to it, by
This
the
is
way?
the second one.
Oh
That
my.
passes through his helmet, and it seems as though you're breaking apart areas in between. It does look like it's dislodging that gem a little.
Oh, okay.
These
Okay.
long swords will just slam down on towards Noros as you watch it
Can I-
slash away.
Oh, it's too late now.
I'll let you do something. What are we doing?
Oh, I was gonna cutting words the first attack.
Yeah, go ahead.
It's just a D8.
Is that for the attack roll?
Yeah, attack roll.
All right, go ahead. Roll for your D8.
I need to roll a 7 at least.
Nope.
Useless.
Ow.
All of it just reaches right through, slashing in between your armor, breaking apart and hitting flesh.
14, 9.
As now, you know what time it is.
Do I roll for saving throw twice or just once?
What saving throw? For what?
For concentration.
For concentration, twice, yes. Each time you get hit,
Attack.
that will save, that will also save. You still have your Bane up. As now, dexterity saving throw. Arthur, you can stay in place. Thor, you have to move in an L.
Yep. Oh man, I'm taking these L's.
Okay, let me roll for mine. Sorry.
Did I do it?
do I have
No,
to
this
use
time
my
around,
reaction?
go back to your original spot. It will not be
Dex or
2
con save?
down, 1 right. It's dexterity save.
What?
I'm in pain, man.
You're going 2 right, 1 up.
Two right.
Oh, am I okay? Am I safe?
Anyone that saves is a 15 up.
Okay.
So only Thor. Sarah's not even on the elevator, so she's fine. This one will go 2 right, 1 up. 2 right, right before it falls, 1 up. 2 right, 1 up. 2 right, 1 up.
Oh shit, dude. I'm surrounded.
2 right, 1 up. Arthur, it is your go. Arthur.
Yes. Oh my god. I feel like this thing is controlling the smaller things. Because, you know, they're big and they're controlling small people. I look at this. I look at him and I attack with my psychic blade.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And when you throw out your psychic blade, unlike the other animated armors, this one completely just goes through.
Oh! Hell yeah! I had to
no.
roll for damage.
Oh, that's bad, right?
Goes through.
Is
right?
psychic magic?
Oh.
No.
think so.
No, it's not. It's not.
I don't
They
think
made
so.
that. They made that thing.
Mental
Right?
damage.
It's
I
psychic
will-
magic.
Just to check real quick.
Is psychic.
Psychic is indeed magical damage.
Oh, it is.
Oh,
Is advantage. Yeah, it has advantage or something.
it's
right?
still considered magical. It's a different kind of magic from spellcasting. Ah,
Yep. And you do just kind of throw it out, and you begin to slash in between, and you see its armor get broken up, unlike the rest of the smaller ones. Go
yeah.
ahead and roll for damage.
Then
10
And
damage. Oh wait,
Plus
that was
two.
a
That's a thrown feat.
17. Let me see. Actually, that misses.
oh, that misses.
Yeah, the first
Oh,
one misses.
bruh.
You throw it, it does kind of break its armor, but it doesn't go through.
Alright, maybe second one hits.
Just roll
Okay,
higher.
that
Alright,
doesn't miss.
Yeah, that will also miss.
You
just
lied to me.
reaching out.
You lied to me.
I failed my math roll.
It's fine. It's fine. I don't think I can do anything else. Oh wait. Bonus action. How far is the ground?
Down
Can I
below.
check? Yeah.
Yeah, make me a perception roll with disadvantage. 'Cause it's really
I think I'm
dark.
just gonna. Oh yeah, it's very dark. Perception with disadvantage. Okay, 19. How about that one?
Damn, that is at least 100 feet down.
How did Sarah go down?
He's not down. This is on the
Oh,
same
that's
level
on the
as you.
bridge. Oh, it's on the bridge. Oh my god, I thought he went down.
Okay.
I really want to jump down and pray for my life. Oh man, commit suicide. That's my turn.
Even if I roll all ones on that 1d10 for the 100 roll drop, I think
1d
I'm still
100.
dying.
100 damage.
Right. That's your go as all the animated armors start making its way around to over here.
Must make a wisdom saving throw.
Ooh, yes. Wisdom saving throw.
That thing is pretty strong.
That is the wrong
It is.
one. That is the wrong one.
He
So
passes, so he only takes.
no, it's the wrong one. I rolled the
Oh,
the
that's
wrong one.
Okay.
This is the right one. He
That's even worse.
has absolutely
even
no
worse.
way. You watch as that lightning just reached out and just absolutely break it apart. It looks like it's just about to just fall out, like in each individual armor piece. But it's still upright for now, like it's like loosely falling down.
Noros, Jansen, do something.
Yes.
I'm just praying, by the way.
These ones will go on the old man.
Try me.
First slam, second slam, both of which just
Both hit.
punching away at you.
Oh, I will use my reaction
Ooh, all right, let's see it.
here. Because I have Sentinel.
Oh, what is that?
Yep.
Creatures
So,
provoke the creature 5 feet
Makes
of
an
you
attack
makes an
against
advantage.
a target other than you.
You can make a melee weapon attack. All right, you can hit it if you want. Go ahead. I'll let you hit first, and then he'll make his attacks. That will
Oh,
hit.
nice.
Oh, that's not a lot of damage.
Oh, that's not a lot, but he looks absolutely winded. Bits of its armor is like falling down and not reshaping, and it looks like it's just about to fall down. But with what little energy it has left, it punches away at the old man. You take
Old man.
this
Come on.
and this.
Is it total or one? Only one.
Only one attack, so it's only the first
Oh.
one.
I rolled for the first one anyways because it's 20 something. So how much is that? 4? Or 4,
Rounded
3?
up.
4 then.
Yeah, it's 4 plus 3, so it's 7. You can ignore the second one. 7 damage.
You added 4 HP, huh?
I added
What?
7, my bad.
You didn't subtract?
Yeah, it's done, son.
He slams down on you, and now it's Noros' turn.
I'm gonna do something that might end me. So this guy swung at me. I'm going to... He has a really huge sword, right?
Yep, he has a massive sword.
I'm
Pun
gonna
intended.
I'm gonna assume he hasn't fully raised up his sword yet, and I'm going to run up it and attempt to crowbar the gem with my dagger.
Ooh.
Okay.
All right. Go ahead and make me an acrobatics or athletics check.
I'm about to die.
Oh no.
Athletics or
I believe.
Oh, I would have said just 10 would have been fine because this thing is not moving very fast. You try and climb away at it and it sees you, and almost instantly it reaches down to grab you. On your next turn, you're going to be restrained.
sucks.
Oh, I'm gonna do that as well. I'll try that.
Alright, I guess
Yeah.
I'll just who's gonna do it?
Arthur. Arthur says he's gonna do it.
Alright, I'm gonna can I reach? Yes, I'm gonna Bardic Inspiration them then with my bonus action.
Doesn't it need
Wait,
to be
couldn't
5
you have
feet
done
of you?
that
What's the
to
range?
yourself?
60? You
Let's
can't
see.
Bardic Inspiration himself, I don't think.
I can't Bardic Inspiration myself.
Uh,
Yeah, within 60 feet.
Very nice. Alright, Jansen, is your go.
What does this? Does this the armor in front of me look? What does it look like?
Go ahead and make me a perception, because it's quite dark and everything's in grayscale. He looks only lightly damaged. That was the one that got hit with the ethereal bolt earlier, and you see it near its helmet has a break, a tear almost.
I focus on the breaker tear and try to open it up. Crack it wide open like an egg.
Alright, go ahead and roll for your attacks. That will hit. That will also hit. Both of those just slam down on that
Insane.
crack, and
Crack.
you start
down.
breaking. You start breaking it apart, and it now just looks like it's falling off. Like each individual armor piece is now just loosely hanging on these white threads.
So it's like about to break or something.
Yup.
I move away.
Alright. You move out as now these ones.
Wait.
Uh-huh,
Sorry.
you still have?
I forgot I'm mobile. It didn't proc any. Yeah, I'm mobile, so I can't. I can't get.
Yeah, I know.
I'll just
Just
stay in
run
place.
back and forth.
I was trying to proc it, but then I forgot I'm too fast.
Right. As now this one to the right side of Thor.
Must
You watch
make
it. Mm-hmm.
a
All right,
wisdom
everyone
saving
still has
throw.
to make one.
Yep. Each
Hey.
time, dude. I swear this is so strong. I never realized just how strong.
Woo!
Oh, it
Oh
it
my.
passed.
Yep, that's
the
a
minus
pass.
four.
Damage.
Oh
It
my.
takes half of that damage, so that's what is that?
6.
9.
9.
Oh, 9. My math is die.
Both of you.
I'm
Even
brain
if it passes, the damage still hurts.
True.
Yeah, that's true, dude.
Yeah, the lightning just kind of
Roll.
ethereal lightning passes through its armor and keeps breaking it apart. It's still upright and it looks like it's just going to punch away at your face. And it will.
Okay.
Let's
Oh,
see
I should have
the
made that
roll.
actually.
Hit me right now.
These are baned, so
They don't hit
Miss.
anyway.
yeah, none of those hit. No, the second one hits, but with the bane, it absolutely misses. So he just continues to punch away. In which case, have you been ticking your thing down, Noros?
Yep, I have.
Awesome.
It's on 9 now.
All right. As it starts kind of trying to connect its fists onto your face, Sarah, you're still out of that elevator, and it's starting to look like it's about to move.
Question: Can I do what Norus did to this big boy, or do I have to go to that big
Let
boy?
me see if you can see that. Yes, you can. Yeah, if you want to try and do the same thing he did, do you have a crowbar on you?
Do I have a crowbar with me?
No,
Let me check.
Noros used his dagger as the crowbar.
Oh, I
Did you
have an
have-
actual crowbar as well.
Oh,
Yeah, he has an actual crowbar. That's why.
I have a mace with Yeti eyes and some dagger as well. Yeah, I don't have a crowbar. Could I just use the force damage from my Zephyr Strike? Question mark.
I'm not exactly sure how that will work. But what are you using to do that?
I
What
would
weapon are
like-
you using?
I have a dagger, and a short sword. Or what's
yeah.
appropriate.
Noros used his dagger to crowbar the.
For you to be able to use your dagger, you're going to have to drop your bow.
Can I just like put it like a sling bag or something?
If you sheath it, that will be your action, and you can't unsheath another weapon like that.
Hmm. 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 But can I still run up or no? If I
Yeah, you can run up if you want to.
yeah, I guess then I'll unsheath my longbow and pull out my dagger. Then try to run up on that guy.
You can
Do I
ready,
roll?
right?
What do you mean?
Oh no, you can't. You need to have your action.
Yeah, he already
So
used
ready.
his action.
So
mhm.
what do I roll if I?
No, you can just move. You can't climb up on him
Ah.
immediately.
I see.
But yeah, you can move up closer to him.
Nah, I'm just gonna stay here for a while, I guess.
All right.
Just ready. And yeah, I end
mhm.
my turn.
All right. Artis will now kind of just roll around to over
Before
here.
Artis
Mhm.
before Artis moves, I see him as he begins to like move right,
Mhm.
and I shout at him. Wait, let me figure this out.
Pull out those Google Docs.
Let's say 4 steps northwest of my voice. I'm trying to tell
Timeless.
him to go here.
Extremely specific.
And let's see if he actually can understand that with what you're trying to do.
Yep. I'm trying to move him here.
Yeah, he kind of looks towards you. Just shout in that direction.
Yep. North of you.
And he
4
will
steps.
start making off
Yep.
to over
And
here.
I'm telling him to block. Like fend for your life. This is important.
All right. And he will make his way off towards here, and he can kind of sense what's going on. Just slams away at the ones that's in front of Jansen. Unfortunately, that is not a not flanking, but it's still something.
Okay.
One of those will hit. That maul connects completely into this thing and
shit.
absolutely just obliterates that armor. That thing is
Which
gone.
one? Oh, it's dead. Okay. Alright, let's
Nice.
go.
This one will now make it down to here.
Dude, I'm trying to say it so that he understands, even though he's blinded actually.
And you see this armor almost like as soon as he makes it towards that main pedestal, it reaches its longsword up with both hands, then quickly sees Artis kind of making his way there and changes his target down towards the living being.
him.
That will miss, and that will hit
Oh
as
no.
the longsword completely.
Bane?
Oh, Bane! All right.
Holy shit.
Please be a 4.
Please be a 4. No.
Let me see. Let me see. That is a 16. That is a glancing blow.
Okay.
As it reaches down with that longsword slashing away at Artis, he does not take a lot of damage.
Wow.
5.
All right. It walked in to my thing.
Right.
Oh.
So he also gets that with the wisdom saving
Yeah,
throw.
wisdom saving 13. It's 13.
All right. Boom. Nothing.
Ooh, he
half
takes half
damage.
damage. Oh, he only takes 5? Is that 5? 6.
That is halved and then rounded up.
5.5, so it's 6.
Yes, he takes 6 points of damage as that ethereal lightning goes through and seems to stay inside the armor. And you watch it kind of light up in a very bright, almost blue.
What? Okay. Alright.
Alright, as all the animated armors now begin to just break apart all the living life around.
This one
them.
again, dude. I'm just gonna roll. It has to make a wisdom saving throw again.
Wisdom saving throw. He'll pass.
He passes.
So that's
Yeah,
a
so
half
it's
damage.
half. Oh, that's
Ooh,
still a
big
lot.
damage.
9 damage, dude. What the fuck is this
You
spell?
continue breaking everything apart around you,
Insane.
and it will just turn towards your direction and slam away. That is an 8, and that is a 12.
Yep, it's a miss.
Thor, your go.
You know what? Fine, I'll do it. May the light of Rio here bless you all.
Ooh.
Cast mass
Ayo.
healing word
Wow, very nice.
as my bonus action. So
And you heal.
everybody gets, yeah, everybody that I can see.
Yeah, that's
can see
everybody.
it. Yep, everyone gets a 6 HP back.
Oh, nice. I have 1 HP more.
And then,
Feels good to have a healer in the
Yeah,
group.
it's like a healer. There's no overheal.
I'm gonna.
It's like a
I'm gonna hit
healer is
this guy.
important.
This guy.
All right.
One, northwest. Yep. For my action. Die.
Ooh, yeah, that absolutely goes through it, and you break apart bits of its armor, and it's now looking, well, not as great, but still relatively kind of all right. With that, anything else you want to do, Thor?
Nope. I have nothing anymore. I'm sorry, Noros, if you're gonna die or something.
All right. On your turn, Noros, its turn,
restrained.
he just grabs you with his left hand. You are restrained, and he
throws
just
you.
reach out with his longsword and tries to jam it into you while he's holding you with his left hand.
Uh-oh.
That means that he has advantage on that.
I will cutting words it.
Uh-oh. No way.
Hold
What do you
on.
say?
Yeah, what do you say?
What do this? Don't do it.
Don't do it.
I'm a virgin.
Huh?
Huh?
I don't know that.
You don't know the
Alright,
meme? It's,
1,
it's a
2.
porn meme.
Oh, damn, that's a 14 and a 26. Noros, you do have your dagger, so you can use that and turn it into a faulty weapon.
First, I'm gonna cutting worst the first attack so
Worst?
that it cannot hit.
Mm-hmm.
I said first. How do you hear worst? So only the second hit will hit me, and it's a crit. I'm gonna use my dagger, Sag dagger.
Bye, Dagger.
Goodbye, dagger.
Yep. The first one, it just absolutely misses. It tries to while you're in its hand, left hand, it tries to stab it into you, but you just wiggle it around. That is enough for you to just dodge it. The second time around, it tries to stab you once more, and you use whatever force you can with your dagger to try and avoid that massive hit as it slashes into you for just 10 points of damage.
Insane.
Just.
Those are big rolls. dude.
Ouch, man.
Yeah.
I'm in pain.
And because you're held in place, you don't need to roll for elevator. Everyone else will have to.
Can't move. Don't want to move. But I have to.
Ardus has to roll
Yup,
a
I guess I'm
dexterity
moving.
saving throw. Ardus will
Oh,
also
these guys are gonna
move.
fall. These guys are gonna fall if they fail.
You're going No, they don't fall. You already saw this before.
they're
They like
magnetized
magnetize
to
to
the
the elevator.
One. Why like this?
This is 2 up, 1 right.
2 up, 1 right.
1 2, 1 right.
2 up.
1 2, 1 right. 1 2, 1 right. 1 2, 1 right. Ardus also goes 2 up, 1 right. And everyone else is fine. Arthur, it is your go.
You have Bardic Inspiration.
Thank you.
Yep.
Okay, wait. Hmm. I'm gonna do what fighters do, but rogue. I'm gonna attack the big boy. Where is he? There.
Easy.
I'm gonna attack the big boy.
Try finger.
I'm going to Psychic Blades. 17 does not hit.
17 does not hit.
Try the second one. Oh, okay,
13
missing!
does not hit. You keep throwing your
Come
psychic
on.
blades at it,
Wait,
and it just like pings off of its armor.
is this the same roll? 17 and 13. Oh no, it's 17 and 14. Oh, well, it's getting worse. Well, I'm gonna move, wait. 30 feet. 30 feet. I'll go beside this boy. Oh wait, I can go to the middle. I'll stand here. The middle. There. Alright, I'm done.
All right. As Arthur, you start moving out off towards that direction. I forgot to move this body. 2 up, 1 right. This one starts in its turn near your magical thing, so go ahead and roll damage, because I don't believe it'll pass. Nope, does not pass whatsoever, and it takes the full brunt. It just explodes in every direction. Its armor bits just fly off towards the other sides of the elevator. This thing has died.
Yep.
As Noros, it is now your go. You're still restrained. You can try and get out of it. Go ahead and actually roll your constitution first.
Alright, I've been hit once. Okay, that's
You
safe.
pass. All right.
And then I will struggle. Strength?
Yep, that is a strength against its strength. No, it's acrobatics or athletics.
Acrobatics then.
That is even worse against its strength. Yeah, you're held in place, just grabbed.
Alright, while I'm struggling to escape, Norris is just gonna shout, "Oh, whatever Thor said, something hero here."
Alright. And everyone that you can choose, including yourself, I believe, gets 1d4
Yeah.
plus. What is it?
My Charisma?
Spellcasting.
Yes.
Yeah, what's your spellcasting modifier? 4. So it's 1d4 plus 4.
Plus 4.
Alright.
So
So up to 60 feet, right?
4.
Ooh, 7.
7,
That's pretty
a
good.
lot.
Very good.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
That's 7 times how many of our party members here, by the way? 1, 2, 3, 4.
I am full of vigor.
All
Let's
right.
go.
Do you
That is
include the old man artist as well with that?
Yeah. It reaches up
Alright.
to 60 feet, which is pretty much this entire map.
Yeah. That. So now the old man artist looks very nice. Like he
Yes.
hasn't taken damage.
My hair turns black again.
Like you grow younger.
Grow younger.
Yeah. Noros, you can't move. That is
Yep.
your go, Jansen. You see Noros just get absolutely like clocked in by this large thing, just holding him by the torso.
Can I try smashing the hand to free him out?
Yeah, I'll let you do that. Go ahead. Make your attack rolls.
Alright, before that, I am going to... I guess I'll just use my burst here. I want to use this first. Flying Spirit. So until end of turn, I have advantage on attack rolls.
Very
and
cool.
then I'm going to run up to this thing, holding my Warhammer, and then I just bonk it in the hand.
All right. I will say that as long as you do at least 10 points of damage to it, it lets go. 14 will not hit, but the second one will hit, and that is 13 bludgeoning,
Go
halved.
crit damage. Oh, have.
Halved.
Interesting.
Sick.
Okay.
How much is that?
That's a
6?
6.
6.5, right?
Yeah.
Yes, run it down.
So that's
6.
7.
7. So
Alright,
is,
round it up.
is he free or not?
Nope. He has his hand locked in, and it looks like it's about to open its hand, but it's not enough.
Oh,
All right, action surge. 19 will hit, and a 22 will hit,
Insane,
that's
man.
and that is how much is that? Minus 2, and that's
Who's round
4. Yep, that is just enough for him to just you just break apart his hand. You watch him loosely let go, and that's enough for you to drop down onto the floor, free from its clutches. Noros,
right,
you are
I
free.
I give Noros a nod and just peace out.
He's just gonna grab you again.
Oh no.
Right. Is that your go
Wait,
again?
Kaz, on my next turn,
Yes.
Kaz, my thing, the spirits thing, is gonna run out.
Ooh.
So when I reach my next turn, it's out. They no longer need to like roll.
I thought it was 10 minutes.
Is it 10 minutes?
I believe it was 10 minutes.
How long is 10 minutes?
That is just
60 turns?
shy of 60 turns.
Holy shit! Never mind. Okay.
60 turns?
Yeah.
10 minutes? I thought it was like 100 turns.
Is it? Let me see. It's
It's 6 seconds. 1 minute is 10 rounds.
Yeah, that is correct.
Literally entire fight.
Literally terrified. Okay. All right.
Yeah, you still have that up for a very long time, as long as you save with your Constitution saving throw.
I
But
need to get hit.
this one starts here,
Mm-hmm.
so it has to roll for it. That is a Wisdom saving throw, I believe.
And
That's a 9. It will fail.
an ethereal lightning bolt pierces through its chest.
Bruh, god damn, you're doing a lot of work.
No, it's just a spell. It's not me. It's literally just a spell.
Yeah, but still, it's your spell.
Yep.
How much damage is that? 10?
Yeah, 10.
10 points of damage down on it, and now it looks like it's falling apart, but it does reach out to you and start like trying to slam its fists into your face. 1, 2. Both of those will miss.
Both miss, dude. I want to get hit.
God, wait.
Sarah.
If you'd think we both have the same class, we both cast that, it would just all be demolished.
That'd be
That's-
insane.
Yeah,
I don't know.
that's so stupid.
It's boring though. I think.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Zone
but
of Lightning.
yeah, but still. Hopefully, you guys don't do that in Aether's campaign.
I will.
I know.
Harass level
Aether's
1.
literally just gonna like build the monster out of nowhere, have it immune to all types of magic.
The name of the monster is called Fuck You.
All right, Sarah. Hello,
Yep.
Sarah. Your go.
Alright. Since I still have my Zephyr Strike and I can now run up, right? And do the thing that
Yep.
wait, let me measure it. Can I try to run here instead? Can you see
That is on
the-
Noros, so
Yeah.
you cannot be on the same space as another person.
Yeah,
You're
but
trying to show me off or something.
no, he's grabbing him. I'm sorry.
No, he's
I'm
not
sure
grabbing him
he's
anymore.
Oh, he's not grabbing him. Right? You know what? I'm just gonna. But it's too crowded here. So.
Just
Nice, fine.
drop kicks me off the elevator.
Then I'm
This
then
is
here. Fine.
Yeah, that is completely fine.
Wow. What do I roll?
If you want to start climbing up on him, that's acrobatics or athletics.
Yikes.
full Q. Yep.
Ah!
Yep, you try and climb up on it, and it sees you as well, and you will be restrained on your next on its next turn.
Yo,
This is
I have
very
a 6
close.
on my dexterity. What the?
I have acrobatics as
Um,
well. I also rolled a 9.
So that
That's
is your
goodbye.
turn. Artis sees that, and he instantly reaches down. Rather, he doesn't see that; he can sense that, because he will reach up with his hammer
Listen.
and try and strike.
The hand, artist. Target the hand.
Come on. Save.
I'm sneezing. Right. He will kind of reach up with his maul and try to break apart that hand, trying to break you loose. Maul. Ooh! The second one absolutely just goes through. And let's hope for big damage on this one. Oh yeah, because he's just able to just break apart that hand. It just completely lets you loose.
Where's the Kia, dude? Where's the Kia?
That is
Yeah.
4.
Yo. The dead
Uh,
kya kya.
And
No,
that
you
is-
got you got shaken up so badly by how strong that hit was that it felt like it hurt.
Yeah. As now it kind of turns towards which one is going to attack. I will roll for that because there's 2 of you there.
Oh, it still needs to roll, by the way.
Right. He will go for Artis.
If he doesn't die within this
Wisdom
damage.
saving throw. Fail.
Fail. My god.
Dude, this spell is so strong. But it's niche though because a lot of creatures, if I remember, have like immunities to necrotic or radiant.
That's
and
true.
it's based
True.
on your like neutral, like.
And you
I
can
mean,
just
what type
guide
of-
it.
Yep. Yeah,
Nope,
you
that
guys
was-
have tap HP, right?
Is it per turn? No, it's not from that. That was his.
No, that's
that was his cleric thing.
yeah.
Divinity.
That's a subclass. That's subclass. Tara. This one's different. This one is a spirit guardian.
No. I thought the other one was temp HP as well, right? Or was that another spell?
No, that was it. That was from his subclass. That's another one.
That was the subclass. That
Yeah,
was
subclass
I see.
effect, not a spell.
Yes, he went Twilight, I think.
Yeah. And each turn you get temp HP per when they start the turn for some reason. Because that's not busted enough.
That's not busted enough, dude. Clerics, the fuck, damn. Giga Chads.
Anyways, it will take that full amount of damage. That's 12 points of damage, and you watch it as that ethereal light kind of comes through it. It looks very weakened now. It starts to move very slow.
Okay.
As now, with its long sword, it will reach down towards Artis,
Oh, don't mind that. Don't mind that. Sorry.
and only one of those will hit, and it will hit hard. You watch as Artis just takes that full blow.
Bane?
Oh, Bane. Bane will not. Let me see.
Bane can dodge the
That
second
is.
Second one.
No, the second one already misses. The first one will still hit.
Oh, so it doesn't even matter.
one. Bane only is D4, right? So I don't. I still think it would hit.
I'll go down
Or
to
glancing.
You can
Or
make it
glancing. Yeah, that's true.
Glancing.
Oh nope.
Oh,
Never mind.
No glance. No matter.
Yeah, as he just slashes down on Artis and he looks very wounded. The animated armor will still go for you, Thor.
Yep. And as it starts its turn, an ethereal lightning bolt tries to strike it before it strikes me.
Mm-hmm. And it passes. It takes half.
Yep, he only takes half damage.
So that is 6 points of damage on it. As it continues to get absolutely melted by you, it looks towards your face, trying to slam its fists into your jaw. This is the first one. This is the second one. Both of those will miss.
Yep.
Thor, it is your go.
All right. I am going to cancel my
Culture.
spell. Yeah.
Culture.
I move up here. And with my last spell slot, I look to the skies, the ceiling I cannot see, but with barely the light through my hammer, I will call down a lightning bolt on me and the three enemies here.
Ooh.
On me too, by the way,
really?
so I also take the hit.
Oh. Okay.
Oh.
What spell is
And-
this?
I will also use my destructive wrath to deal maximum damage even if they pass.
This is lightning damage.
Oh. Yep, so it deals 3d10. It deals 30 damage if they fail. including to
Dexterity
myself.
saving throws. Let me just check real quick.
So I will also roll for my dexterity saving throw.
Alright, so the
And I
three of
passed,
these
so I only
will,
take half damage.
the two of the animated armors around you will make dexterity saving throws. This one will pass. This one I would rather fail. Both those will fail, and the large construct
Big guy.
will also roll for that.
Come on.
Let me see. Yep, he will roll for that with advantage.
Okay, yeah.
That is a 13.
Oh, it passes. Come on.
It passes, so it takes half as much damage of the full
And then half
3d10.
again. Yeah, so instead of 15 divided by 2, how much is that?
That's 8.
8. So the big guy takes 8, while these two take 30 points of the lightning damage.
Yeah, those two
And I take
nearby absolutely just break into pieces, fall down onto the floor and out towards the corners of the cave as
God
these
damn.
just break apart. This is a concentration spell, so you no longer have your spirit guardians up,
Yep, I no longer have them.
but you've killed those miniature guys, leaving these this one left. And you see it as the magic passes through it. It gets slower and slower.
Holy shit. Okay.
Anything else you can do?
For my bonus action. Wait, is this a bonus action? My channel divinity? Is it a bonus action?
Channel divinity. I don't think it's a bonus action. Let me see.
This one. Is it a bonus action?
Does it not say anything there?
Wait. Sorry for the long line of text.
You start with 2 such effect turn undead. You can use your channel divinity.
I guess
No,
it's
it's a
just an effect,
feature.
right?
Yeah, it's a
Oh, it's a
feature. It
feature,
doesn't
yeah.
use
Yeah,
any
okay.
action or bonus action.
Alright, so I will use my channel divinity to restore spell slots because I used it a while ago.
Oh, all right.
Yeah. So I
Let me just
now
make sure.
have level 2 spell slots. I don't have level 3 spell slots because I can't restore those. That's it. So that's my turn. So,
Did a lot. I haven't hit anything yet. Old man. Come on, old man.
You know what? It doesn't say anything about it being an action, but all right. The helmed horror down below near Noros kind of reaches
Noros?
out,
Noros.
continuously slashing away with the long sword. You are not gonna look good after this.
Oh. Almost.
wait, did he have advantage?
I don't
He
think he
does
did.
not have advantage on
Yeah,
that.
I didn't.
In
He's
fact,
not
restrained.
he
He's not restrained
slashes
anymore.
away.
Not this grade.
I'm dodging.
That was a complete miss. And now the elevator. Let me
You test
read
the
my
damage?
notes.
Can you test the damage on that, Cass?
Let me read
Cass,
my
check the
notes on that.
Ooh, that's a. I still would have hit.
Um,
Lot.
Yeah, that hurts.
2 up, 1 right.
2
Oh.
up, 1 right.
So
I
everyone
need
roll
to-
dexterity saving throws.
Oh, I failed. I tripped.
No, you fail. So that is 3
Two
up,
up.
3 right.
Right.
3
What do I roll, Cass? I'm gonna fall off.
Dexterity saving throw. Oh.
No, I failed my dex save.
3 right.
How do I
Sarah,
do-
you also go 3 up, 3 right.
Can I hold on for dear life?
I can't pass through this guy, so I'll stay here.
No. You keep going even though you're on him.
Oh,
Because he is
okay.
1 up. That's how far he can go. You can't
Alright,
go
so
to
I'll
the
be here
right
then.
because
So what's the movement?
2 up, 1 right. But
If
for those who
you-
failed, 3 up, 3 right. This is off. This is gone. This is
Oh,
gone.
Come on, save the boy.
Wait. So 2-1 up. Wait.
2 up, 2 right. 2 up, 2 right.
If you fail, crit fail, it's 2 up, 3 up, 3 right. If you crit fail. If you're normal fail,
It's not.
it's just 2 up, 1 right.
Du-du-du-du-du.
And Ardus has to roll for that as well. And he will also go 2 up, 1 right. So he will be just under here.
Oh, everyone's in the corner.
Oh, Sarah, as you get pulled down, you're on the floor. You start getting back up as the elevator turns really quickly to the right. You see Thor get pushed right off outside the elevator. Acrobatics or athletics check.
Oh shit! No! Save me, Sarah! I'm dead! Pick your poison.
It's the same thing. Oh no.
The highest you can roll.
Oh, that is so good! He just pulls you right up on towards the left-hand ridge back here.
Okay.
Let me put you there. Let me just turn off that radius so it doesn't stay. But yeah, you are safe for now.
Oh,
As-
Cass,
Mhm.
because of that, I have to roll Constitution to see if I still was holding the spell.
Right, the lightning spell. Go ahead, yeah.
Yeah. Constitution saving throw, right?
Yep, and it just needs to pass with a 10.
10? Okay.
Yep, that lightning is staying there and it's doing
Cloud is still
significant
up,
damage.
Yep. The cloud is still up. Yep. Oh,
How large is that cloud, by the way?
I was here, so 5 feet within this area, but I need to use my action to trigger it again.
Right, it might hit everyone here.
Yeah, it might hit everyone. Yep.
That is very
Small
bad.
price to pay for victory.
But I have to use my action to trigger it again.
All right. With that, our third is your go.
This is garbage.
Bardic Inspiration.
No, not yet.
Wow.
But I can, you know. I'll try to stab him. Hell yeah, that hits.
Yeah, the 21 will hit and that will go through.
Oi! Big.
Big.
That is
Biggest damages.
how much damage is that?
21.
All right.
21, please. Then as on my bonus action, I'm going to disengage.
Right. As you continue cutting away at it with your blades, it has started to look very slow from that magic coursing through it. Also, is looking very like it's about to fall apart.
Alright. That's it for now.
Noros.
Come on. Wait, I had lucky! I just realized.
Bro.
Oh my god, I'm so stupid.
Nah, no retcons.
Saj.
What's happening? I just
Alright, here comes part 2.
just accepted my death. Like I'm used to getting ones.
I'm gonna do exactly what I tried to do before, but hopefully better.
Right, you're gonna climb. Let's see the roll.
Acrobatics, please. Don't fail me.
Oh, okay.
This time around, you're
Alright.
able to nimbly reach up towards its helmet. You're currently up top and he sees you. He tries to grab you. You have one chance to grab away at that thing. With your... What are you going to use to reach for that gem?
Can I use my actual crowbar this time?
Yeah, I'll let you use that. And in fact, I'll give you advantage now that you're using your crowbar.
Alright. What
Okay.
do I do?
You can roll for an athletics check with advantage.
Oh no.
What's your athletic?
You watch as Noros climbs like a spider, pulls out this crowbar, and just
A lizard, bro.
whacks that gem right off. It falls into this spot. I'm just going to make a gem icon so that you guys can see that. Very quick, I'll put in, I don't know, this one right here. Perfect size, hopefully. You guys see that, or is it taking absolutely forever to load?
Is it here?
Where? Where'd you place it, Cass?
Here.
I am putting it there. Yeah, I don't know if it's loading or not. Unfortunately.
Noros.
there's
There
two
it
of
is.
them.
Oh,
There's a lot.
yo, there's two of them.
Look at the scuffed one.
Lucky drops.
It
Right,
died.
it drops
It dropped coins.
When it
right
drops, you can
here.
you can hear like the sound effect from picking up gems, like.
Yeah, like the ruby sound effect. As it falls onto the ground, you watch this large helmed horror just instantly go shuts down.
Noros
Oh,
was
yeah.
one shot. Oh god.
That is no
I'm in
longer
pain, man.
there, which leaves Jansen. Your go.
Jansen, cut its head off.
Is it possible to switch from my warhammer? Like I drop my warhammer and then pick up. I unsheath my Uchigatana.
Yes.
Is that free action?
Dropping a warhammer. Yes.
Okay.
You
I
can
drop
do
my
that all in
warhammer.
one go. Yeah.
I'll drop my armor and unsheath my Uchigatana. I'll try severing. I don't know if it works, but I'll try severing the connection between the head and then the body. I don't know how helmed horrors work. I'm not smart. I'm Bunga Bunga fighter.
Yeah, you can just try and slash away at those the magical line in between. It looks like a floating, almost spectral spirit. So yeah, you can
So-
try.
Yeah, I'm gonna run up to it and then just like what I bend down slightly. There's like wind forming. I take a leap and slice down or try slicing through.
I am Melania, Blade of Mikilla.
I'm waterfowl dancing.
13
And I have
absolutely
never known
misses.
defeat.
Slashes across. It just moves its head slightly back. Yeah.
One more.
That will equally miss as well. It just kind of moves its hand into your face. You try and just cut down on its hand now, as it's just covering its entire body. Anything else you want to do?
The wind retreats. That's it.
All right, Sarah, your go. Sarah.
Zhao?
Sarah. All right, skip turn. Ardis. When Sarah
Ardis.
returns, she can do her turn, but Ardis just tries and breaks apart this thing, continuously making a maul attack.
What
And
hits?
the first one will hit, and it will take half that damage as it bludgeons into its body. That's 5. We cannot hear you, by the way. Are you talking? Hello.
Hello?
Yeah, we can hear you.
We
now.
can hear you.
And you're gone.
And he's back.
Hello? Hello?
Yeah, yeah, we can hear you.
Question, just picking up that gem count as an action or...
Yes. Not an
Do I?
action, an interaction.
Can I do... can I... since I... You know, like, I did the sling bag thingy with my bow, can I just drop my dagger and then pick up the bow? I pick up the gem and use my bow?
Yes. No, you can't use your bow after. You can pick up the gem, but then you'll have to drop the gem again to use your bow after.
But... I see. But can I pick it up? Can I use my bow then pick up the gem?
Yes. You'll have to drop it after. You get what this is, right? So,
Yeah.
unsheathing a weapon is an action, but throwing it down is a free action. Sheathing a weapon is sheathing a weapon is a free action, but you can't do that because you're holding it with two hands. So you have to unsheath it or throw away your bow.
Yeah, but so yeah, I'm dropping my dagger. Then I can unsheath my
so-
bow and use it. Question mark.
Yes, but you won't be able to use your gem.
But I can pick it up after I use the bow. Or not?
No, because you no longer have a. You can't
An
throw
action.
it twice. You can't keep throwing weapons down.
I see. But never mind. Can I just hold the bow with one hand or something?
It's a two-handed weapon.
Ah.
Unfortunately, that's D&D rules.
It's fine. It's fine. I was just clarifying. So I'm just gonna move here, I guess. Or do I even? Nah, I'm just gonna try to climb, I guess. This guy again. But I'm gonna move here because I might fall.
All right, you start climbing away at him. Go ahead and roll for acrobatics or athletics.
I think I used my acrobatics earlier. But... Oh,
What?
This time around, you're able to climb up towards his face. What do you use to break apart that gem?
I only have my dagger, so I have no choice.
All right, go ahead and roll.
With disadvantage or?
Roll to hit normal
Hit.
Hit?
with the dagger.
What's your? No, never mind the plus.
It's just a 13. With the magic coursing through it from Thor's magic, it looks very slow and it has no way to resist whatsoever. You reach with your dagger and you cut through it. It plops down onto the floor. It has shut down with another gem to the right side.
Nice.
Oh.
As now, Thor, it is your go.
It's not over?
It is not over.
I tried to listen intently around the room, see if there's anything more going on. Do I roll perception for that?
Yep, roll perception.
Okay. Oof, it's not a very high roll.
You don't hear anything more, but you still hear the elevator trying to move. It's still spinning in place, and you see the gems are starting to move away and perhaps falling off to the side.
Oh my fucking god. Interactions are free?
Interactions are free actions, basically. It's your interaction. You get movement, bonus action, action, interaction, and reaction.
Is it interactions with an S, plural, or interaction?
Interaction.
Okay, so it's singular. You know what? I believe in the old man. Old man! Grab the gem! And I use my dash.
What?
To go here and pick this up.
All right. You now have secured this one.
Yep.
So I'll mark that as you have that with, let's say,
I still
what
have my
looks like
dash
a gem
action, so
here.
I still have
This one.
35 feet of movement. I have 35 feet of movement, Cass.
All right.
With my Oh, sorry, I moved there.
How big are these gems?
They're the size of that. It looks like the size of, let's say, who's the largest person in this group?
For
Thor,
me,
maybe, yeah.
because I don't have a lot of
Thor's
strength.
entire foot.
What?
Oh, it's not that big, but it's still pretty big.
Yep. That's what she said.
Hey yo.
And then I move here. I position myself. You know, with that's it. That was my dash action.
All right, and with that, elevator continues to move. Dexterity saving throw for everyone that's on it.
Oh
I'm
no.
gaming.
All right,
I'm-
fuck. I placed myself in the corner.
I'm game. No, it's probably.
No, we don't know, dude. Don't jinx it. Don't give Cass ideas.
I'm still fine.
I have a list of notes here to see
yeah.
where the elevator goes next.
Yeah,
And for
I'm
those that
guessing it's
failed,
here.
that is 2 down, 1 left.
What's
what
two
was
down?
the pass? 14. Holy shit.
Okay, so
The passing is a 15.
2 down. Oh,
2
goodbye.
down, 1 left.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, Thor.
Or is it a diagonal cast? 2 down.
It is a diagonal, yes.
oh, so like that.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, it just pushes you aside, and you have that bridge as a guide. Just pushes you.
Holy
It pushes you
shit.
into
Oh
that
my
bridge, saving you for now. Actually, wow.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
And this one will go 2 down, 1 left. So over here.
Oh. As I stumble across from getting flung about by the elevator, I try to catch the gem with both my hands. I failed because I actually like face planted myself here.
Right. Arthur, your go.
Okay. Where's the gem? Oh, it's there. Well,
Those-
I'll just
Mhm.
casually take the gem. It is a dash action. I'll take. Wait. Dash bonus action because of cunning.
All right. So now you secure the gem along with Thor.
Secured
You
the
have
gem.
1 gem.
And I go back here. So I still have 30 feet of movement. I go back here and I insert the gem, please. Wait, where's the other gem? Is it already inserted?
It's with
The
me.
other
Grab
gem
it.
is with
Place it in
Thor.
the pedestal. I tell Naros.
Alright, I have 2 of the gems.
You have 1 gem.
No, you have 1 gem.
Alright. You have. Where's there 2 gems? Here on my.
The other one's with me. No, that means you're the second person to have grabbed the gem.
I think. Wait. That's 30, 40, 60. I think both should be inserted together. I'll wait for you then.
Okay.
Alright, I think
Right.
both should be inserted together, not separate.
Noros, your go.
Alright.
As I face planted, I have my hands up. Like I'm begging Noros to grab the gem.
I'm just gonna climb over this metal corpse and reach out to Thor's gem.
All right. So you now have the gem with you.
And I will slowly walk back. That was 10 movement. I cannot reach.
And just a side note, this is north. This is south. With that,
was it on the east and west?
this is east.
No, it's broken.
This
It's all
is
broken.
west. These are compartments, and these are the gem slots.
So I have to go over there. I can't reach it. I'll just keep the gem out.
All right, Jansen. Everyone's playing basically a game of tag. Like you're grabbing the gem and
Potato.
hot potato.
Who has the gems right now?
I do.
Do both of them have the gems?
Noros has 1 gem. Arthur has the 2nd gem.
Can I just grab
something
both of them
clean
and
up.
just slam them onto the where they are supposed to be on the pedestal?
They are on opposite sides of the pedestal. You cannot do both.
I'm fast. I'm mobile. I can use my dash.
You have one interaction.
Hmm. All my stuff for combat, bro. I can cut off your arms.
What? Huh?
Why?
Slam down.
For what
All in
reason?
one fell swoop, you know?
Chaotic
Hello?
evil right there.
Hello.
Hi. Hi.
Can I just think? So wait, grabbing a gem is what
One
action?
interaction, and you only have one interaction.
Right, I'll grab the one from Noros. I'll grab it and place it here on one of the pedestals.
All right. You reach out, grab Noros's gem, and you put it close towards the pedestal so that anyone can grab it. With that, you can still move if you want.
Okay. I guess you know what? I got mobile, so I'll make use of it. I'll use my dash, by the way.
Nice.
Wow, very nice.
In my turn.
Okay. Sarah, it is your go. The gem is on the table. Where is Jansen?
It's underneath Sarah. Is the end?
Hey, yo.
I landed.
Hey, yo.
So do I just pick up both gems and insert them at the same
No,
time?
I
or-
used. No, I already inserted one. You have to insert the other.
Oh, what's the other one actually?
No, wait, Jansen, you didn't insert the other one. You just grabbed it and put it on
Yeah, I
top.
put one. What do you mean? I said I put where they're supposed to be on the pedestal.
Oh, you meant the socket. You can
Yeah.
grab it, and I'll say that you can put it on top and not actually insert it. That would be an action.
Okay, I'll do that. I'll retcon the stupid dash.
Wait, did you shove me?
No, I didn't.
My character just went ballistic.
Oh well.
So can I do that then?
Yeah, I'll let you
retcon-
use your action to jam it in. Now one gem is connected. You see the left-hand compartment, the western compartment open, and there is a small thing on there. In
Small
which
like a small indent or
Thing.
something.
a small kind of like a small square that opens up. What's on it
That-
is a bunch of like symbols of a pattern like symbol, which I will show you later on.
Okay.
As Sarah, what do you do?
I think I'll just. No, if I put the gem now, the elevator might go down and we might leave Thor. So I think
I can't believe you noticed.
I'll. Can I just bring Thor here or something as my action, then give him the gem instead?
You can't do that as your action. You can't. You can't grab someone. You can grab someone and just pull them through, one by one. But I don't think you're strong enough to carry Thor.
You can reserve an action if you want.
Yeah, you can pull out your hand and then when he goes
I
there,
mean, he can walk, right?
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I
it's
can
my-
walk. That's
Yeah, then I'll just do nothing then. Just hold on to the gem, I guess. Maybe I'll call him and Ardus. That's my turn.
Press
Alright.
D to dance.
And Ardus does make it off closer towards the elevator, so he doesn't get punted off. Thor, your go.
This is 25 feet, and I'm here now.
See everything.
Yep.
All right.
And then I use my.
Elevator.
I grab the gem from Arthur, and I place it into the socket.
All right. As you place it onto the socket, both left and the right things open up and kind of slide upwards off towards the broken piece that the Helmed Horror broke, turning it into a new kind of puzzle.
Hey, another puzzle.
Hey ho.
Hey, let's go.
Yo,
What
try
is
to-
it?
Oh, wait a minute.
It's sequence.
Arthur,
I'm not good at
it
this.
is your go. What do you do?
Up, down, 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 up, 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 down, down, left, right, left, right. Oh,
BA.
BA. Start, select. What do I do? Wait. Up, down, down, down.
By the way, you can speak freely, but if you speak, I'll move over to that person's turn. So, for example, if Arthur right now is speaking and you talk Sarah, we skip over Noros and Jansen.
Oh, it's my turn.
1, 2, 3. It's a complete guess. I'll just try placing it here. You guys do the other ones. Sarah?
What?
Oh, it's your turn.
Sarah, it's your go.
Vaedanys. You do it.
I think we got it right, but for the wrong reasons.
Yeah, man.
Right for the wrong reasons.
Yeah. And then you go, right?
Up, down.
Alright, he talks,
turn, by the
elevator
way.
goes down by 1. Arthur, it's back to yours.
Oh, it's my turn. There's nothing else left, so. Does that do anything?
Nothing is happening. Something is wrong. A red light appears from that thing. And it resets back out.
Oh my god.
Shit.
Someone? Arthur.
Someone help me with this.
For the second go, you can talk freely now, but I'll let you move 1 tile per person.
Oh, okay then. Can
I
we
feel
draw?
I feel like the last one has a line, because
Can we draw?
yeah, I think
Yeah, you can draw if you want.
1,
If
2,
you have
3,
a piece of paper.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
No.
Oh,
look,
only if you
look
have a
at-
piece of paper.
Look, it's 1, 2, 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 1, 2. Right? And we have to figure out if it's up or down first.
I have an idea, but it's gonna take so much turns just to show it.
Yeah, you do
I
it. You do
can
it.
draw, but I got no.
Go ahead, do it.
I have no paper or pen. I can't draw anywhere. Can't I just
You can draw
like
on the thing.
character point using a ruler?
Yeah, I'll let you do that, sure.
All right, it's here. It says down here and then down here, so that's probably the end of the sequence. So maybe next is down, down, up, and then this thing, because it's down, down, up, and then this thing as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do it. Do it.
Do it. Go ahead, do it.
That's all I can do.
Oh, I think I was next.
Yep, Jansen.
Wait, no. Rotate.
Oh, yeah, I'll let you do that, sure.
Sorry,
Sarah?
I was fumbling.
Sarah?
Wait.
Sarah's thinking, oh no.
Artist does not understand what these tiles are. Thor.
Can't see them.
I'm pretty sure you can't see them. Not understand.
Right, elevator
right, last
goes
one.
down by 1. We're still waiting for Sarah if she can talk. If not, I'll just let Arthur do it. Arthur. Arthur.
Yeah,
Putting both
it's the
of them
last
down.
tile. It's the last tile.
Whoa, whoa.
Put it back. Put it back.
Is it-
Look
Alright.
at that.
As you start putting the tiles up, you see as the entire section lights up red, and then resets everything. But all of the entire slots go out, and break down the entire elevator. As the elevator continues to move down much stronger, you pass.
Hell yeah.
Holy
Good
shit.
job, Noros.
Damn.
You smart ass boy.
Time to throw
I have
this
negative 2
out.
intelligence.
Oops. The entire
Oops.
elevator just moved out. Goodbye.
That's the
Goodbye.
alternate ending. Cass just moves the elevator out.
Now that's the alternate ending if we got if we didn't solve the puzzle correctly.
Yep.
Good ending.
Normal. As now the elevator continues to move down, you reach past, and you hear a very sudden watery kind of droplets from the roof as you reach down to another level, and this is what you see.
What?
This is like a boss fight.
Oh, you think so?
Is it?
Why do I hear boss music?
Um.
What do we do?
Are we still in turn order?
Everyone, no turn order for now. But
For
everyone
now.
roll me a perception check.
Can I stay here so it will be even?
Alright, I'm rolling perception.
Let me just
Let's do
restart
the
my
Noros
computer.
10 perception.
I got the big perception, by the way.
5.
I taste the
Ooh.
wind.
Okay, that's pretty good. Even if there's no wind here because we're underground, you still feel the
I'm
wind.
sniffing it.
Right.
His clothes are just flowing in the non-existent wind.
Yep.
Jansen, you see this completely clear. There's glinting in the darkness on both this side and on this side of the walls that you're currently in.
Spiders.
I see the glints and I mention them to the party. I'm pointing towards them and I'm like, in the darkness, there's like shiny things over there.
Has anything changed with the pedestal? And I look at it.
The pedestal remains the same. The pillar is kind of there, but you see that now those components have opened. The pieces that you saw, the one that you were moving around, and the one that was already placed in a straight line, has disappeared, and both have what looks like two keys, left and right, two keyholes rather.
Okay.
Could
Here's what I'm
those
gonna do.
be the keys?
I cast light on. I can cast light 3 times on 3 things. I cast light on Arthur's shirt, and I cast light on Yanzen's katana.
Ooh, I am a shiny man.
All right, you guys can now
Oh,
move
oh.
that. I'll give this to Arthur, and I will give this one to Jansen.
Rip
Alright.
Gloomstalker passive.
My blade,
Right.
it shines.
So you guys can move freely if you want.
I shall go. Oh, I'll just go. Why is there still a rock on me?
What do you mean,
I
Rock?
am gonna take a short
Shit,
rest while they move freely.
Remove this rock, please.
What rock?
Can I take a short
Rocket.
rest as well?
Can
I
we take a
close my-
short rest?
Yeah, those that if everyone wants to take a short rest for now, you can take a short rest.
Oh, we
I'm
can
just
take a
checking.
short rest.
Can we take a long rest?
If you want to try
Yes.
your luck, go ahead.
Shit.
I think I'll just short rest.
Same.
I'll short rest as well.
Yeah,
Oh.
short.
What is that roll?
Sane man.
It's 30 minutes. Oh, did I just delete my?
I'm gonna roll
I'll
it.
need it dice because
So
I
your
already have
character's still there. I still see it. It's like two of them now.
1,
Really?
2,
There,
Really?
3.
Wait,
Are you
confused guy.
joking?
two of them.
Are you yoking?
That's fine.
Yoking.
You're a yoker.
Yikes! Oh no.
Oh my god, people are just crit failing.
This is exactly what I needed. I also get my Bardic Inspirations back because of my new
Wow.
feat.
Feet?
Feet.
Shut up.
Wow.
Say that.
All right. So there is shining on the right hand wall back here, and also one back here.
I guess I'll move forward. Before I leave the elevator, I go here.
I'll just follow Thor.
As you get closer and closer, you notice that there are two chests on both side.
It's a mimic.
Maybe.
What did you say, Arthur?
Oh, it could be a mimic.
A
Be
mimic.
careful.
What's a mimic?
It's.
What was it again?
It's a.
Amnesia.
I'm gonna get history with disadvantage. We're all history with disadvantage.
No idea.
Oh my.
No idea.
What you figure out is a mimic. Norris, do you know what a mimic is? What this old man is babbling about?
Let's say I've dabbled with chess for a bit. Can I roll with history to see if I actually know as a character?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
History, blah, 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 blah. I have -1. But I'm insane, man.
Very nice.
I'll let you roll a nature check.
Oh no.
Oh, I also see a chest.
You know that mimics are creatures that take the shape or form of almost any kind of furniture that could be found within dungeons.
Are we
Often furniture.
I'm gonna be walking, Cass. I'm gonna be walking like a madman.
Oh my god, this
I
old
relate that to
man.
Thor then.
I'm be walking and
I guess I go
You
here.
think you move.
I go in the middle. I'm gonna say,
I see a chest on the other side.
Just to. Artists.
Artist just kind of turns. Yeah.
Do dwarves have a thing for trapping chests or whatever?
Only if there's treasure involved, but otherwise.
Ah.
Oh.
can I
see.
try? I wanna try something, but it might kill us all.
Do it.
Do it.
I do it. Can I
Do it.
try throwing some? Can I try throwing my psychic dagger like straight through Cass?
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh hell yeah! Oh, that's a disadvantage. Anyways, that hit.
The psychic dagger hits the side of the wall, falls down onto the floor, and you can hear something go like a pressure plate down here.
Oh.
Pressure plate.
And you saw
So,
a
Arthur,
glinting.
what did you
You
find?
saw a glinting light, kind of get brighter.
Huh?
Eh?
Arthur, what did you do?
I just threw my dagger like straight on the wall. I don't know.
My dagger.
Reminds me of my grandson.
What?
You throw
That's
your dagger.
reminiscing.
Same thing happens. It reaches the wall, slides off, and falls onto here. Now there's a pressure plate that's been lowered down, and a glinting light once more gets brighter back here.
I am daggerless.
Oh, I fell.
Hey yo.
Like the advent panics. Like, oh!
I am daggerless.
You're
go.
daggerless. Unfortunate
There
for
we go.
you, however.
Okay, I'm gonna use half my move speed to use to tread carefully around the tiles.
Mm-hmm. And you can make me a perception check as well for that.
Okay. I'm not trusting this at all, dude.
Same.
perception.
Can I just like
You notice that all of these are pressure plates.
Oh,
And they seem to be connected to something on the opposite wall of this chest. On the wall of this chest.
can I try
Hmm.
attacking the chest?
can I Bardic
Um,
Inspiration Thor?
Yeah, you can do that. You attack the chest. Roll to hit.
Okay, I got a crit on
You
that.
absolutely just pelt the chest with your knife, but it doesn't seem to do any damage to it.
Oh,
Big chest?
even with 17 damage doesn't do
Yeah,
anything.
it just kind of sticks onto the chest when you retract your blade. It kind of fixes itself.
Fixes itself.
Fixes itself.
Can I go closer, like carefully go closer, and like try to inspect the chest?
Can I check how deep is it down there?
Yeah, you can roll perception for inspecting the chest. What are you rolling? For who's doing what?
How far it
Arthur?
is like going down?
Down below, is another 100 feet down. You're
Another 100
very
feet.
deep down.
Oh,
It was
Not
100
right.
feet to get down here, another 100 feet to keep going down.
what do we do?
Very sad.
Jansen, charge! Jansen, let's do your specialty. Charge!
You know what? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna walk over here and I poke the chest with my warhammer.
Poke the chest.
While he's doing that,
Uh,
I'm like reading my.
You poke the chest,
stance.
and nothing seems to happen.
Do I notice that is the chest underneath the pressure plate as well?
The chest is not underneath a pressure plate, but those pressure plates seem to be connected with a strange wispy-like magic towards the wall above the chest.
Oh, I got an epiphany.
Above
I
the chest?
I tell Thor, what do you call? I turn to Thor, pointing at the pressure plate. Let's
Yeah.
try stepping on both of the pressure plates together at the same time. Maybe that'll
Sure.
do something.
Okay.
Walk towards the pressure plate.
A dagger is already on one of them.
Which one?
This one, I think. Was it this one?
Yeah, I think it's that one.
The dagger isn't pushing in the entire pressure plate down, more so
Not-
that it's
not
just
heavy enough.
hovering on it. Yes.
Jensen!
Jens has already stepped on it, and once you do, there is something like an illusion barrier on that wall. Very slowly disappears, but not enough. You also recognize that all these three back here are pressure plates.
All right. Guess I'm gonna take a leap of faith, and I'm going to get my dragger,
Dragger.
Okay, can I just
my jogger.
As he steps over here, I hurry to step onto this pressure plate.
All right.
Can I also while he's doing
while
that?
he's stepping here, by the way,
I'm
like
still
a
here.
time, yeah.
And
And
then,
your dagger is still there, over here.
While they're doing that, what I want to do is I want to like spread my legs. So one is here, one is here, and I put the warhammer on the other.
Oh my god.
You split. One foot on the other kind of reaching out, and the illusion spell very slowly dissipates once more. But it's only like halfway through. There is something on that wall, but you can't quite make it out, and the hammer doesn't seem to be heavy enough.
I asked someone to help me.
Yep. And on the left hand side, similar thing. The two of you are on top of it, and it seems as though another illusion or barrier is there.
I'm
Why,
gesturing
Sarah?
towards the bearded folk.
Sarah isn't here anymore. He'll have.
Yeah, I'm just speaking in character to
And-
ask Sarah to step
yeah.
in the plate. Yep.
And I'll just say that Sarah does kind of nod and follow through and step on the pressure plate, and you see now the entire full thing. I'll let you two see it. Thor, this is what you see. Noros, this is what you see.
Oh my god, what is this?
oh my god.
Honestly, as well. Move,
Wait a
Jansen,
minute.
move.
I no, you fine, old man, get in.
Yep.
I touched
Old man
one
takes a
of the
step
letters.
in.
Since I'm on the
And
wall, right?
Hold
I'm
on.
the wall? Okay.
Jansen, this is what you see. And, well, who is the other one? Arthur, this is what you see.
Whoa.
Whoa, dude.
Can't
Can I
see
start
anything.
working on it already?
If you want to, go ahead.
I can't see
But
anything.
before
I-
that,
It's all
what do you mean
white.
you can't see
I
anything?
poke a finger on this letter, Cass.
Yeah, poke stuff.
It glows a very vibrant red.
I'm gonna refresh.
Can I just
Ask
quickly
what they
slide
say.
my finger
Oh, there it
across
is.
this?
Oh
Yeah.
my god. No!
Yep.
I
As you
say
do
to
that,
Noros, no! You're
hold on.
Without thinking. Oh, this is all. This all is
Boom.
gaming.
gaming, Gamnig. What?
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 got a-
I read
What?
that.
What?
I got a
yeah,
map.
Ayo?
I have a map.
Sorry.
Do you also have a map, Jansen?
Yes.
Oh,
In
God,
terms, you have
Noros.
your two. Both of you groups
What have you done?
different things.
Oh, we have to work together.
Did nothing happen?
Did nothing happen?
It lit up. You see that now? No.
Yeah.
Yep. It lit up, and seems to be more that's required.
Oh, here's another word. I slide my finger. Like this.
Ooh, very nice.
We do.
And
One right here as well.
as you do that, hold on. Boom. I will read something to both of you for your different ones.
Okay.
Starting off with the people on the island.
Eh?
As you're looking at your large wall, you can see several things on it actually.
Okay.
You see what looks like a set of directions, which I will type down here.
Wait, who sees this? Me and
Yes.
Arthur, or
This is Arthur and Jansen. So while you're reading that, but before you read that, actually, let me do the other guys, which is it says here on the dust, basically, several kind of tiles that look like they match what you've been writing thus far. There's one wall that says the following inscription: 8 appear before your eyes, and 8 remain in schooled disguise. Avoid all magic in this room, lest reckless steps ensure your doom.
Oh.
This is what you see. This for the second group.
Did we fuck it up,
Maybe?
Noros?
Nothing
These are.
seems to have
I
happened.
know. I know for a fact these are magic schools.
I'm gonna point but not slide my finger across this thing. Just to like get Thor's attention.
Oh, so. I see it. I see it right next to the word. Oh, then we just ensure we don't highlight those, I believe.
Right. And for the other group, you can see there on the inscription, Day 1, our search for the lost treasure began with the northwest inlet, Windstaff Cove. After unloading our necessities, we traveled to the east to Lone Pine, then southwest past North Ridge to the Palm Oasis. As evening approached, we continued southeast to Anchor Point, then camped in the Green Dunes. Day 2, in the morning we arose at Dunes and headed to Dead Man's Cave. After finding it empty, our party continued to the Golden Ziggurat. Heading due east, we made camp at the Swirling Sands. Day 3, after a strange night's sleep, we awoke on third day back at the Anchor Point with no memory or trace of traveling there. The Swirling Sands must have taken us the entire night. We skirted the Swirling Sands to reach the Red Tower, but still couldn't find the treasure. Thinking that we may have overlooked something in the cave, we headed back. From there, we headed to the south coast to see if the treasure was at Cracking Point. Finding nothing, we returned to Anchor Point. What awaited us there was unlike any treasure we'd imagined. 8 appear before your eyes. 8 remain, skill disguise, avoid. That's your side. But you guys see on your map what looks like letters. You can rather a 3 different colored things that you can draw with. And after I've looked at that already, looks like you've already done some stuff. Mm-hmm.
I found another school of magic.
Yeah, I
Morals.
also found a few.
Uh,
Oh, there's multiple one of these. I'm pointing at this.
yep, I see them. Do you see this, Noros? And I draw as well. I slide my finger through this.
I also do the same thing.
Yep. Things continue on, and
Um,
nothing. Let me just show some stuff now.
close to that, Norals. Be careful. There's another one.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wait. Oh my god. I'm gonna point this out to Thor.
I see it. Yep.
For the second group on the island, something is wrong.
Oh, the
You
one
may need to
highlighted.
continue rereading.
You've also shown another one. This one, am I correct?
I'll give you a hint to make it easier for you guys. Your day one thing is wrong with your day one.
And here's another one. Noros. This one. Have you seen any of the we shouldn't touch? I'm trying to avoid them as much as possible.
Right, let's
Just
see.
point to the starting letter. We don't need to have it highlighted.
Yeah. I'll point to whatever I see, but I will not draw on it.
Mm-hmm.
How many schools do we have left? We need 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We need 2 more schools. Oh, I found one, Norals. Here's one.
For the ones on the island, your magical illusion slowly disappears and the chest opens. And inside that chest is a small key.
Ooh, Hasaki.
Has a key.
Nice.
Have you found the last one, Norals?
Now you guys can go over to help the others.
Oh,
As
wait,
you can
have we
see,
found
like,
them all?
off on the edge. I will say...
We have 7. We
I
found
charge
7 already.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Yep.
What's happening? What's good? What's
You
going
see
on?
what we're highlighting? Do not place your fingers and slide it across any word that indicates magic.
Oh,
Do
He just
not.
does it immediately.
that won't work on me because I can't read.
Let's see. What could we be missing?
Yeah, what are we missing?
I didn't go to magic school for this.
Wait, what are we missing? We're missing one. We're missing one more. 1, 2, 3, 4,
Gaming.
5, 6, 7.
I only have 7.
Yeah. There's 8 schools of magic, if I remember.
Wait, am I supposed to see this, Cass? I can see something.
Yes, I can
what?
see it as well.
See what?
I can see the highlighted.
Yeah. You're supposed to see it. 5,
Yeah, that's the one they've been touching.
Wait,
So
do
you
we?
can see that.
1, 2, 3.
This
Wait.
includes this. You
1,
forgot this one.
2, 3, 4, 5,
Oh, there's already 8.
6,
Is
7.
it?
Oh, it's 8 already. Yeah, I think we did it.
We're done.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
So with that, the wall slowly dissipates, and in front of you is a key inside the chest.
Wow.
I'm insane, man.
Okay. I was kind of worried when you said necromancy and it does
Yeah, I thought it's
summons
gonna
like
summon
skeletons.
skeletons or something.
And then I also was worried like if I just highlight like evocation, it like throws fireballs like at us or something.
Wait, so the chest contains the key inside?
Yep. Both chests have a key inside.
Okay. Dude, apparently enchantment is like the most is like one of the worst spells against the person, against a humanoid.
Oh.
It's like just pure psychological damage, enchantment.
Isn't that kind of what I'm kind of building for? Oh no.
Yep.
Oh no!
All right.
Well. Oh no.
Oh no.
Anyways.
As we now continue,
I am in the white void.
Same.
are you in the white void?
Me and Noros are in a white void.
Let me just move you again real quick to here.
I'm still in the white void.
We are both
I
in a
can't
white
escape.
Huh? Try refreshing.
void. We're in the highest possible integer in the back rooms.
Try refreshing. It should put you to the elevator.
Okay.
once
Okay,
more.
okay, right. I'm here. I've returned from the higher
From the
plane.
back rooms. Actually the back rooms, dude.
Right. All right. As both of you get the keys, and it would seem as though those keys would fit the keyholes on the pillar.
Noros, you have the key. You have the key. You have the key.
Yeah,
This
I
video.
will. Wait, so the compartments are in the north and south, so
The compartments were in the west and east.
so I'm
And it
gonna
seems
go
as
north
though there are things there.
and shove it in.
Do it together.
How's the key?
Do it together.
All right.
How's the key?
All right. Both of you put your keys in. You spin it together, and what would have been a catastrophic thing, completely avoided. As you
What
would,
do you mean?
you would feel as both of you have like different timings to spinning the key, slowly kind of synchronize. You would feel something inside click loose almost, and connect itself back as the entire thing continues down. The
Oh,
elevator
The
moves
typing.
Wait,
didn't
so
matter.
I was right saying that you do it together?
Yeah,
essentially, yes.
I almost clapped everyone.
All right. We continue to move downwards. And as we do, boom.
Yo, we're getting deeper. Is this the deep? And oh, there's still holes.
Are we at the bottom of the mountain?
Don't look like.
Artist, what do you think?
It's like the
There-
deepest.
It looks like it's the deepest, but you can still see right near the edge of the thing one more level down. Another 100-foot drop.
Well,
See you
I look
guys.
over
I just
here.
dropped out of the I'm just gonna skip to the boss. BRB.
Let's get a parachute. SMH.
I look through this little area thing. Or what is this actually? Is this a frozen
Water.
lake?
That is a pool of water, and it looks quite deep.
Uh,
where's Edros?
There seems to be
okay.
nothing else in this cave as you keep continuing to
Jansen.
move around.
I'm gonna have to cancel your light.
No.
Yep, and I
Hold on,
cancel
Shikori.
light on.
Get it.
I grab my great club, I cast light on it, and I throw it into the water.
All right. As the great club slowly sinks down into the ground, you see something there, and it's deep, deep down.
Yeah. How far does
Is there
it
a
go?
fish? Subnautica Gaming?
Does
There
anything
doesn't
happen?
look like there's no fish, but as the light kind of reaches the bottom, it hits. You can hear just the very slight noise of something humming. Just go.
Oh, there's a boat down there.
Pingu's on the bottom.
Hmm. Is there anything else in the area? Have you guys seen?
There's
Actually,
nothing. There's nothing. There's nothing.
like,
There's
I can't,
nothing. There's nothing.
Is there really nothing?
I need light.
Oh well.
I need
Oh,
heat.
okay. I
Old
cast
man's
light
left
again on
alone.
his Ujikatana.
The old man's left alone in the dark.
I need light.
There, I cast light. If
Where's
it'll
my
even
light?
cast. Boom.
Bury the light.
All right.
within
Boom. Light.
Yeah.
I will give
And-
that to you,
Mine.
Mine?
Yanzen.
I wanna try something.
Yep. Look like they're a whole lot of nothing.
We have to do
I wanna,
something with it.
since I can't really tell how deep down this thing is. I wanna try making a like as loud of a scream as I can get with minor illusion, as deep down as it can get.
So like
Yeah, to see how loud it will be.
As deep down as you reach, which is just like 30 feet, um, the scream does not penetrate through the water. It just, you cannot hear it from there, but you know that you cast the spell properly.
Is the water like on our faces? Like, is it like? Can we stick our faces in?
Yeah, you can stick your faces in if you
I
want.
want to try sticking my face in.
Piranha water.
and then the water just grabs you by the face and pulls you in.
That
scary.
won't happen, right? I put my face. I wash my face by putting it in the water.
All right. You put your water in, I mean, your face in the water. And you start seeing what looks like a bright flashing light underneath that does not seem to penetrate on the surface.
Oh, scary!
Underneath as well, there are creatures swimming.
Oh,
Silhouettes of creatures. and-
no!
On that light, it seems to be another crystal of the same kind that was on the pillars.
Oh, okay. I think we have to go down, or we have to do something. Alright, I pull out my face from the water. I see. Monsters. Crystal. That's it. And I go back.
I asked the party if they have any spears.
Spear?
This
Yeah.
Nope.
And if you have a long stick, we can make
I
one.
dropped my great club.
What if I get a stick, wrap my Uchigatana around? Would that be would that be a spear?
That's what I was
Let's see.
thinking with my dagger.
If you have a stick, yeah.
What if
And
a
whatever
stick-
you're going to use to wrap on it as well.
guys, I wanna check
Wait,
this
wait,
one.
wait.
I wanna check the this
Sarah,
middle.
hand me the mace.
And Sarah will just nod, handing you the mace.
Sorry, give me all your money.
Sarah nods, gives all the money.
Can I check what's happening in the elevator? Is there something new or?
Yes, on
I
the
removed the
surface
lights
where
from the
on the
old
surface
guy.
where that puzzle was that broke apart, there seems to be a crystal-shaped hole.
Oh wow! Who knew?
Sweet.
Wonders.
Hmm.
I cast the light spell on the mace, the one with the eye thing,
Mm-hmm.
and it starts glowing. And I reach down with my, just like the way Arthur did, except this time the mace is in front of me. You know, like a cross. You know, like how you would like exorcise a demon or whatever with the Yeti eye. See if that does anything.
Short answer, doesn't do
No.
much.
Does it look ridiculous?
Yeah, you just look ridiculous. You're like waving things around. Nothing seems to happen. For the
Can I
most
try
part.
putting my head in the water to see what the creatures are? The ones that. Are
Yes, you can go ahead and look down. Roll me a perception.
Mm,
As you put your head into the water and you look down towards the silhouettes, they have long fins, a lot of teeth. It's a shark. 50 feet down, one shark seems to be hanging around.
Oh,
Yo,
yo,
50 feet.
man, none of us have underwater
Wait,
combat.
can we just make a bait?
Wait,
No, we
wait,
have our
wait.
rations, we have our stuff, we have stuff. We
I
can just
turned
scale up above.
to
While
Thor.
it's there.
So I'm like,
Hmm?
Thor, do you not have lightning?
yes I do.
Oh,
You have
you have the call lighter, yeah.
Wait, what if it breaks the crystal?
Oh, no.
Yeah, if it
Then it's
broke the
your.
crystal, the dwarves
If it
are
breaks
pretty
a
dead.
crystal, then it's your fault, Noros.
Do you know precisely where the crystal is?
No,
No,
the
I'm
shark
asking
is.
if they know exactly where the crystal is.
Now, where's the crystal, guys? There's two of us.
The crystal seems to be just right over the top left of the shark. It
It's
seems to
on
be
the shark.
deeper. It's deeper down.
Oh, then you should be fine.
Before that, I tried to cast Sacred Flame on the shark.
On where?
On the shark.
Yeah. You reach through, and once that sacred flame touches the water, instantly dissipated. Just.
It's radiant damage, though, not fire.
Mm.
It's like a
Anti
holy
magic
fire.
water.
Oh wait,
Imagine
can't wait.
it's flame
Who's a
like,
hunter
but it's
here?
not fire. I don't know how it works with water, but
All right then. What about this? And I cast it where the shark is.
thunder.
By the way, before you do stuff, you notice that the light that you cast on the mace that you threw down is already gone.
Yeah. Oh.
It did not last for that long.
Oh. So magic doesn't work in the water.
Maybe that's why I couldn't hear my screaming.
Wait, can I? Can I get? Okay, I'll take my
No.
my.
Um,
Yeah.
Arthur, come here. Arthur,
Oh.
link me to the shark.
Yo,
But I guess so. Yeah. Something else I can do from that.
I would just land in the water.
Sure. Do you think can the shark even talk? Wait, can a shark even talk?
No, but
Okay,
it can
different
understand
accent.
language
You
that we're
could
speaking,
suck
correct?
on the- Alright.
So link me to the shark.
I can only use this feature if they can also speak a language.
Uh, can sharks speak shark?
Can the shark speak shark?
You could try.
I guess so. Yeah. I'll use psychic whispers.
To save your psychic whispers, you do know that animals that are very unintelligent do not speak any languages.
The shark does not speak shark. Sharkish.
Okay. How good is your vision?
Oh. 10, 15.
Just Just link me and Yanzen so I can hear both of you. I'm going in.
Holy shit.
Oh,
Big brain. Let me just give
okay.
whoever's doing that long strider.
And as you cast Long Strider on me, I do enhance ability.
As
Oh,
well as Bardic Inspiration.
You're just
Oh.
buffing him. I'm like, all right, let's go. You're just like hype manning him. You can do this, man.
Long Strider, Bardic Inspiration. What else can I give you? Can't we just bait him? We have rations, right?
Yeah, I will tell you when to bait him and when not to. You can hear me, correct? If you link me up along with Yanzen, Yanzen will be your other two eyes on where
Yes.
the shark will be. Okay. All right, guys.
I'm just like when
Time
you
for me
link
to
my
fucking
mind, you
die.
can just hear me. You can just hear me thinking of sushi.
Oh wait. Cass. Wait a bit. Can I
Mhm.
try? I'll summon a psychic blade on me right now. I try stabbing the water. What happens to my blade?
Your blade does not cut through the water.
It just bounces off.
It feels solid.
It feels. Yeah, it's anti-magic.
I slowly remove my armor. I am
Oh,
now.
yo!
Wait.
Hey, yo.
What if the connection breaks while you're in there?
I don't even have my Warhammer. It's literally chilling over here.
Yeah, what if the connection breaks? Yeah, that's true.
We can try right now, and I dive down.
Oh,
He instantly just jumps down, and
Let me try also swim up.
yeah, it looks like people on the surface. You can see the silhouette still hanging around the bottom, like close towards there, while you're up there.
Yeah, but can I hear their thoughts?
Yes, you can.
Can you hear me?
Oh,
Hello.
nice. Hello.
Guide me where the gem is.
You jump at the wrong area. We can just jump up the air.
Oh, okay.
Go back up. Go back
Jump
up.
back up and then run over here.
It's up top. It's
Sorry.
it's up top. It's over here.
Um,
Where was it, Cass? North of the northwest, right? So around here.
Northwest. Yeah, so
Yeah,
I'll just mark it so that you guys can see. It's in this corner.
Yeah, it's here. I point at it. Alright, check it out.
I'm using the bull's strength, by the way.
Oh,
So
that
I have
gives you
strength checks.
strength checks. All right.
Yep. Okay.
Do we tie a rope on you?
Where?
we're gonna pull that rope back up, and there's no Thor.
How long can you hold your breath?
How long does one hold their breath, Cass?
It's your constitution, if I correct. It's you can hold your breath for a number of minutes equal to 1 plus your constitution modifier.
That is not a lot.
That's not a lot. It's
I-
3 minutes.
1 plus Constitution mod.
Yep.
I can do 4 minutes.
Can't you enhance ability for Constitution? No, that's just advantage.
Let's check.
That's just advantage at Constitution. It doesn't give more advantage.
After that, you will start drowning.
Yep.
How
And
much
also,
is drowning damage?
swimming is difficult terrain. Movement cost is 10 feet per 5 feet.
Can I
And
try
how
something?
deep is the shark?
The shark is about 50 feet deep.
Oh, the shark's dead. Look at that, guys. He has sex on his eyes, you know. Alright, I'll try firing my shark bow.
Your shark
Before-
bow?
My shark bow.
Shark bow?
Yes, shark bow. Shark bow.
Short.
Yeah, your shark bow. You throw your shark bow down and it sinks all the way to the bottom very slowly. Takes
Oh, not
you
my shark bow.
about-
Not my shark bow. Ready my shark bow.
Oh, you
I
ready
wanna
your
fire-
shark bow?
I wanna
Okay.
fire my. Not.
I thought you throw it down, huh?
I wanna throw my shark bow.
All right, you ready your shark bow. All right.
Alright. Alright.
Get those rations onto the tip of the arrow.
Thor, get ready. Maybe if this hits, then he might go up. Just wrestle him. Alright, then I use steady aim for advantage.
Okay.
Alright. I ready my short bow. I look at Thor.
Do you want to go in or do you want me to hit?
Try hitting it first on its tail
Alright.
or whatever.
I hit the tail then. I try to hit the tail at the very least.
All right. Let me see. That has disadvantage.
Okay, Cass. 18.
18 disadvantage. Your arrow kind of just swings past and hits the tail of the shark as it's swimming by, and you see it swim down even deeper.
Oh!
Roll for damage, by the way.
Oh, that's garbage damage.
That is 14. It swims down. Now it's about 80 feet deep.
How deep? 80 feet. How deep is the gem?
Before I really do a deep dive, I jump, and do I see any pockets in the caves?
There. Go ahead and make me a perception check.
Okay.
With disadvantage, because you're in water. It's quite dark in there. The only light you can see is down below where that gem is.
7. Fuck, I don't see anything.
You see two. One at around 50 feet deep, another at around 60.
All right, I'm gonna fasten myself a rope. Using like the pants on my thing.
All right. You tie your rope to where?
Here, Jansen. Grab hold of this. Pull me up when I'm down.
Wait, you have a rope?
Yep, I have a hempen rope.
Okay,
How far does a hempen rope reach?
30 feet.
30
Maybe
feet.
50. I forgot. I think it's 30.
You should see it. If you've never used it before, then it should be 50 at least. Of hempen rope.
It doesn't say it. Has 2 hit points. It doesn't say how far deep the thing
Yeah,
is.
it's usually 50 feet. If you got it from your pack.
All right, Jansen, I will signal to you with how many
Alright,
times
I'm
you
back.
pull on the rope. If I
What's happening?
If I pull twice, it means I'm going down. If I do one long pull, like a tug, a really strong tug, pull me up.
You can just tell us because you have,
That's true.
the psychic.
Yeah, but what if
Right,
it
I
cuts
forgot.
off?
Oh yeah, just in case.
That
Yeah,
is-
just
that
in
is-
case.
yeah.
Just in case.
Just in case, just in case.
Like I can't communicate with you guys. And off I go, cannonball.
All right.
You hold
Time
your
to
nose.
play- time
you
to play
pinch your
some
nose
music.
and cannonball. Dun
Just gargoyles
dun
music. Kick.
dun 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 dun.
I'm gonna roll for the Sharks initiative.
Oh, I have to roll initiative too. Fuck.
Oh wait, Cass. I'll try to make some noise here, like a fish would. What would a fish
Make
make?
some noise.
I'll throw some rations around here in this area.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Do you have any illusion for like a fish noise?
I can use minor illusion to attempt to make a fish noise.
Oh, nice.
What's the fish noise even? Glub glub.
Glub glub. Glubby glub glub.
You notice that none of those make it through the water.
Oh yeah, cause it's magic. Oh,
Magic.
the rations though.
The rations fall down very slowly down, but it's not the kind that would attract the attention of this shark, as it seems
wasted
to
one
be
ration.
still swimming down there. And slowly, Thor, you
As it
make
swims,
it
I
way
go
down.
to one of the pockets. Can I try to? What's the closest one?
How far can you swim down?
3 minutes.
Oh,
Before
how
I need
far?
to.
How
Before I
far?
start grounding.
What's your current movement? It's difficult terrain, so 5 feet is 10 feet
30.
per. You have long strider as well. I think it.
Yeah.
Let me see that.
Long strider adds 10 feet, right?
Yep.
So how far can you? So your normal now is 40. You have 80. You can go 40 feet down.
Okay, and I have to do roll, I think, something.
Yep.
Right?
Roll. Go ahead and roll me an athletics check. The swim is incredibly difficult. Yeah, and you continue to swim down. The shark seems to still be down there, just hovering over the crystal. And
Do
you
I
can
see any pockets?
Yes, on your right hand side, there's a pocket 10 feet down.
Okay.
That's gonna be on your next turn. How many minutes can you hold your breath?
3 minutes.
3 minutes. So this is seconds. This is 6 seconds off of your 3 minutes. As now the shark continues to just move around that area. Anyone else want to do anything while you're up there?
No.
They're just watching me die.
We don't know what's going on yet. We're just waiting.
I put my face on the water to see to see Thor die.
You see Thor continue to swim down, and it looks like he's having a hard time trying to keep going. Thor, you can continue swimming now. You can get
Yep.
another 40 feet down.
I want to reach into one of the pockets.
There's another pocket to your left-hand side. You can reach into that and take a breath of air.
Okay, I go there.
Go ahead and make me an athletics check once more. The swim is significantly getting harder and harder the deeper you go, but you're pushing past that and you reach an air pocket. There, as you enter that air pocket, small enough to actually fit your head in, you hear a very low kind of as you see bubbles kind of passing by you. The shark has made its way off towards your area.
I tell Jansen or Noros to throw a ration down anywhere near the shark.
There is no connection.
Ah.
Yeah.
How do you send it in Morse? Tug it in Morse.
Tug the rope in Morse, bro.
Fuck.
Do I see him
hope you
signaling?
I hope you guys get the signal. I
You see him
cast
signaling?
light on the dark, on the shark, if it even works.
You cast and nothing happens. That is your action. You have your bonus action. You have your movement. You already use your movement to get into the cubby. What do you do?
I prepare myself to wrestle the shark. All right.
Oh, was it
go
supposed to? Sorry, did I roll? I need to roll initiative here.
Your initiative is your previous initiative.
Okay.
Arthur, your go. What do you do? You can barely see. You can see the shark has made its way slightly upwards, 10 feet up towards that cubby where you saw Thor go into.
Alright. I look at Jansen.
Do we have? I have a short bow. We have rations. What do we do?
Doing what? Sorry, I couldn't hear that. I did not understand that actually.
Same.
Oh yeah, we're connected. Do you think we should put the ration down, or do you think I should fire my short bow?
My inner voice is like, I'm not sure. We could try, I guess.
We both have different inner voices. What did you say? What do you think we should do?
We can try. I'm not sure if it'll work though.
Wait. Are
My
you guys
face is very
not-
stoic, by
you
the way.
guys aren't getting
can
the
see
hint.
that side.
There's something going on that you guys aren't noticing.
I could try going in. You know, I can fight it.
Yeah, go Jansen. I believe in you.
Oh, okay. And I'm just like very steel faced from the
I'll take
outside.
this-
I'm just gonna
Take this
quickly
ration.
run
Yeah.
over to Jens and then also cast Long Strider on him.
Can you do that?
Yes, I have one more.
Will Longstrider even work in the water though? I see that.
That's true.
So different.
Do you have a
With
do you have long
shot.
swimmer perhaps?
Do you have any flippers? Diving gear, perhaps?
I'll do it anyway. Whatever.
I'll try.
Come back.
Do you want me to fire at the shark?
I mean, you can try.
Alright, I'll try firing at the shark.
Stop.
Yes, I'll try firing
How
at the shark.
far can your short bow reach without getting disadvantage?
It's 80 feet,
It's
right?
already disadvantage, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Short bow is 8320. Oh, it barely.
Let me see that. Did you roll?
No, not yet. I'm gonna use cunning. Wait. I'm gonna use steady aim. It's gonna be a
Right.
normal roll. Or what is it gonna be?
Yeah, it's just a normal roll.
Alright. 16.
Your arrow flies through, but you see it just barely, almost hit the shark as it enters the cubby where Thor is. Basically,
Oh,
he
yeah.
has cover.
Yikes. Oh yes, cover! Go! Oh, go Jansen, go! I think Thor's in a bit of a pickle.
I think he's about to die.
Well, I guess I don't know. Yeah. I don't know what to do.
That is
I did
your
not
turn.
I did not get orders to throw rations.
Yep. I don't have any armor, by the way. So.
The shark kind of swims into your cubby, grabbing you by the leg. It will try to bite and drag you deeper down.
Okay.
Surely you will feel the tugging on the rope.
This is
should.
an advantage 23.
Wow, 17.
He bites down on you and he drags you 10 feet down.
Okay. I took a
Then
breath, though,
20 feet down.
Ooh.
Then 30
getting
foot
dragged
down. You're getting dragged down all the way to 40 feet down. Now you're right beside this gem, but you're being absolutely wrestled by this shark.
Fuck.
With that, Noros, you take 10 damage and he's dragged you all the way down to the bottom of this, I would say a large, almost like underground lake.
Fuck.
Noros.
I think it's time to throw the rations. There hasn't been much movement. Do you feel anything?
By
on
the
rope?
way, rope absolutely just, cut off.
did
Do
we
I get
feel that
pulled down
happen?
into the water as well?
You were
'Cause, like,
holding
the
rope,
only way
right?
it's not- Yeah, the only way it's
Yeah,
not
you
is,
got pulled in as well, yeah.
okay.
Oh my. Okay, so
How
now
far
we
deep in
have
the water? How far deep
20
in the
feet
water am I?
down.
Okay. I made sure to get a deep breath as I noticed I was being pulled in.
Okay, we're absolutely sure there's something going on.
Yep, you're absolutely sure. You just see Jansen get pulled all the way down, and with a heavy breath, you see him enter the water, along with Thor.
All right, since I was planning to do the long strider thing, but I forgot that the turn orders were active. I'm gonna do it right now. Magic doesn't work underwater.
Also, long strider don't think affects swimming speed.
It's just a speed, so I'm not sure. I'm just gonna go down. Wait.
We're just-
Yeah, I'm just
Everyone's
gonna
just
go straight
diving.
down.
All right, all of you start diving, making your way down. How far can you run? What's your speed?
30, so 15 feet.
Yeah, you can only go down to 15 feet. Remember how far deep you are?
have
Thor,
2
you're
minutes.
about 40.
80. I'm actually 80 feet.
Yeah, you're 80 feet down. You went another 40 because he dragged you down.
Yep.
I have 2 minutes of breathing.
Yeah. So you're at the bottom of the river and you have
There's The gem is literally right there. I can see
Yep.
it.
You can absolutely just reach for it if you wanted to, but you are essentially grappled. Not restrained, grappled.
My leg is though, right?
Basically, your speed becomes 0.
Yep, that's true.
But Noros, as you jump down, you make your way all the way to 15 feet down. Jansen, you're already 20 feet down. You see something happening down there. There's no noise or anything, but you see blood start to make its way up.
Question: is it possible for me to use my dash action to like swim, like burst swim all the way down to the shark?
How far can you run? What's your speed
80.
plus your dash?
It's 40, but with dash is
So
80.
So your normal speed is 40?
Yeah, and then dash is 80.
Dash is 80, so it's still 40 because it's difficult terrain. You can swim all the way to 40 feet down, plus how many feet are you right now? You're already 20. Yeah, you make it all the way down towards the shark.
Wait, I reach it?
Yeah.
Shark's at 60?
Wait, no, he's 20 feet further down, actually.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna... I'm at 60 feet now, right?
Yep.
Okay. You can see there, like, there's it's hard to, like, explain, but, like, you can see, like, there's turbulence in the water. It's like, there's, like, it doesn't look like there's wind. It's just, like, there's motion around me. Since wind can't actually exist in the water, so...
You're like a...
Bubbles are forming. How about
Yeah,
that?
bubbles.
Bubbles are forming around me.
You start swimming down, bubbles start forming behind you. You're like a jet engine. You're like a torpedo making your way down.
It's a torpedo.
And Sarah
On
sees
my
all this
way.
happening. She will reach out to over here and try to take a shot at the shark while she's up here. What I will say is, while you're being tugged and wrestled, you are being covered by the shark. So, Thor,
Yeah.
you are being covered by the shark, and you are also covering the shark. So both of you are giving each other cover.
Cover. Holy shit! All right.
As she will try and take a shot, I will say that she's going to use her thing, what is it called? I forgot. What did you use
Zephyr
earlier?
Strike?
No,
Zephyr
not the
Strike?
Zephyr Strike. The
Hunter's
one that
Mark or
gives
something.
advantage.
Hunter's mark. Yeah.
And Mark.
No, Hunter's Mark doesn't
It's a-
give advantage.
It's a
I
feat,
forgot.
right?
Oh, feat.
Beat.
Oh, Dread
thing that-
Ambusher.
No. The thing that Arthur used
Steady aim.
with his steady aim. There you go.
Okay.
Jesus, I can't use my brain. Does he even have that? Huh?
Yeah, I have
I don't
it.
think he has. I think he has Dread Ambusher.
Right.
Oh wait, no. Sarah?
Yeah, does Sarah have steady aim?
It's only rogue. That's only for rogue.
Really? Steady aim?
Yeah.
Nah, he doesn't have that. Right.
Instead of these,
But he
I'm gonna
does have the
keep track
plus
of-
2. All right. So he does. So she does kind of take a shot away at that creature with her longbow. This had disadvantage, so I have to roll again.
17.
17. You watch as the arrow flies through and hits the shark's tail, dealing 5 points of damage as it continues to wrestle with Thor down below.
Thor's gonna die.
Artis can't do much. Thor, it is your turn.
Don't worry, I'm on the way. You can see me from the top,
big is the shark?
top of the pool.
What do I play here?
How big is the shark?
The
Is
shark
it up? Yeah.
is. Let me see
Massive.
real quick.
Gigantic.
Can
Humongous.
it swallow me whole?
Not
probably
really,
large.
No,
It's probably large.
it
Can
still has to.
half my
Yeah, half your
torso
body. Yes.
fit in its mouth.
Yes.
How am I grappled, by the way, Cass?
He is biting you by your leg and spinning you around, like almost like a
Crocodile.
alligator. Yeah.
Okay.
What's the
Oh, I
difference?
think a death grip or whatever it's called.
I will
Death
use
roll.
my bull strength from my enhanced ability to pull the shark closer, so I can stab its eyes with my thumbs that are still free. Correct? Is that okay?
Yeah.
Why is it
I'll
that
say
hard?
yeah. I'll let you do that.
Okay.
Also,
Go ahead and
actually,
roll athletics. Mm-hmm.
that's right. I wanted to point out, like, if you were bitten by a shark, the best way to disengage is by hitting the nose.
No, it's just attack the gills. To be honest.
No, the nose is like the easiest hit part to
Yeah,
reach. and
nose
it's
is
where
the easiest.
And nose.
So are the eyes. Too, I think. What do I roll?
Yeah,
Do I
but they're kind of hard to reach. Usually the nose is like the most.
Roll for athletics to see if you can pull it closer towards you.
Okay.
It will roll against that.
I have advantage because I have bull strength,
Ooh.
and it's strength checks.
Oh.
Ah.
You're gonna have to. No. You
Bardic
try and reach for
Inspiration.
its eye.
Bardic Inspiration.
That's a
D8, right?
D8.
I
You
just
might
need to roll a
make
D8,
it.
dude. No.
No.
No. You try and reach for its eye, but it's still grabbing you down and pulling you towards the bottom rocks, just kind of dragging you along.
Okay. Can I still use an interaction? Can I grab the gem at least?
Yes, you can.
I will grab the gem.
You reach for it and you're able to just make it by the tip of your pointer finger. You start grabbing it and it like floats off towards your direction, and you now have the gem.
How big is the gem?
The gem is the size of your palm.
Is it sharp?
It is not that sharp. It's actually a rounded gem.
All right, that's fine. Okay.
All right, Arthur, it is your go.
Well, I can only do one thing. Do with my short bow.
Cass is about to
With
kill me.
with steady aim. So it's normal.
This is my punishment for using such an OP spell.
Yep. He was like, nope, you're not allowed to do that.
18.
18, that hits. The arrow swings past and hits him by the side of its torso area, the midsection,
And
and
with
you
its
just
sneak attack?
absolutely cut through him.
Yeah,
It is sneak attack because he is basically on the dude.
Yeah.
And it looks bloodied to absolution.
Oh yeah.
That shark looks like it's about to fall and just like go upside down and start floating to the surface. But it's still there
Open
pulling. It's still pulling Thor down.
Bergman. That's it.
Speaking of it pulling Thor down, you see him break apart and continue to bite away at you. This is with advantage. 9 does not. He reaches down to bite you, but as it opens its mouth to try and go for another bite, it
Ooh,
shakes
okay.
you loose. You're free.
Holy shit! All right.
Noros, you are 15 feet down.
Do I know how deep down they are, or is it?
It's very
They
far
are
from
about
me.
80 feet. So you're 15 feet.
I'm gonna
80
take
feet
years. All right.
You're probably gonna drown before you reach
there's
us.
an air pocket on 30 feet, right?
It was
50
50 feet.
Yeah, I'm gonna swim back up.
you like jump down.
I'm not doing this.
You're like
I'm gonna
in
drown
this
and die.
pool. There's this pool. There's like 6 feet. There's like 7 feet, 8 feet. You jump into 7 feet and like, oh, this is too deep. Going back up.
Yeah. I'll run out of breath before I can make it to an air pocket. I'm swimming back up.
All right, you swim back up and now you're on the surface. You can't do much because you're magic.
Yeah, I'm just gonna bonus action, Bardic Inspiration, and Arthur.
All right, Arthur, you have Bardic Inspiration. Jansen, you are 20 feet away. You can reach the shark.
I swim like without dashing because I don't need to, and then you see like I think George sees like a torpedo appearing from
Yep,
the
I can see you
heavens.
swim at the speed
And
of light.
then I arrive, and as I arrive, I try screaming something, but they can't hear it because it's in the water. It's like
Yep.
and I scream. I
Alright.
actually use my fighting spirit.
Ooh, so you can get normal hit.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah, and you slash through. That's a warhammer.
Yeah, sorry.
Okay.
There you go.
Yeah, the 19 is fine. You slash through, and it does cut in between Thor and the shark, and you manage to cut through his gills. See, for that damage, you slash through that shark, and it starts floating upwards slowly, dead.
Oh, I sheath my blade.
Nice.
You know, like they do, where they, like flick the sword, like the blood goes out. I can't do it because like it's in water.
Underwater.
So like,
Mhm.
Okay.
And you're still underwater, and one thing that you notice, Jansen, swimming down was so much easier than swimming up. As you start swimming up, it's essentially this thing I did for this little section. Your movement going up is minus 15 instead of 10.
while
Do
I'm
you have a
going
rope?
up, instead of just swimming, I'm actually going to either hold grab of the rocks on the side or use my Uchigatana to get
Ow.
like, you know, climbing basically.
Smart. All right.
Underwater climbing.
I'll let you roll for, climbing up with your sword.
So what do I roll?
That would be what do you use for your blades? Your strength?
Yes, because
I'll make you do it with advantage.
Strength saving throw or just like
Athletics. With advantage.
With advantage, right?
Yeah, you start making your way up slowly. You inch upwards. Yeah, you're 80 feet down. Now you're 60 feet.
Does Thor see me doing this or?
Yep, I can see
Okay,
you.
so he probably can get an idea of how to get back up then.
Yep. And
Don't Thor have a rope?
No, it got severed. It's well, not severed. It's actually with me.
Oh,
Wait,
oh,
both
it's with
connected.
you. Oh,
Yeah, so either or, both of you could help each other make your way out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm gonna use most of my movement. How far is Jansen? Going
feet
both
up
vertically and horizontally, trying to reach him, like at an angle.
Oh, Pythagorean theorem.
Oh no. What is that?
And
Right.
there's a rope there. Yeah.
You start making your way off towards Yanjin's direction. Go ahead and make me an athletics check, normal.
Okay. Athletics. Boom.
That's an 8. Yeah, you don't make it that far. You only swim up to about 10 feet.
Okay.
And you have how many turns left for that? It's been 4, I believe.
Yep. So I'm drowning right now. No, I'm one down. I'm one down. This is the next one will be my last, right?
You can hold your
Right.
breath for how long again?
3 minutes.
3 minutes. Each turn is 6 seconds.
Pretty more than enough.
6 seconds here.
One-
Yeah,
3
you should
minutes?
have more than enough to climb back up. Probably. We'll
Probably.
see.
Come on, Cass. Don't say probably.
Arthur, what do you do to help them climb back out?
I signal the dwarf. I don't even talk to the dwarf. I just signal him because it's like I'm talking to myself. Can Jansen hear this? I tell the dwarf, "Oh, dwarf, help us now! Come on, Jansen!
Hear
Jansen
Jansen.
can't hear that.
Jansen is drowning!" And I realize I'm speaking through my head, and I have to talk. Dwarf! Help!
And you see Artis make his way there, which will happen on his turn.
I don't have any rope. Who has my rope? I remember giving someone my rope. I think it was on Sarah. Does Sarah have the rope?
I will check her inventory. Sarah does have silk rope.
Silk. It's not garbage. I'm just gonna signal that dwarf. Throw a rope! Throw a rope! That's
The
it.
dwarf just shakes his head. I don't have rope.
Find one. Make one near a dwarf.
Hey yo.
Yo, that's pretty
Hey
racist.
yo. Right. Noros, you're out of the water now.
And I'm going back.
Oh,
I'm gonna go just 15 feet down to stick a dagger into the side of the wall as like a little.
Okay.
Wow. All right.
Yeah.
Right. You swim over to the other side. You stick a dagger in 15 feet down. Something for them to climb onto. Yanzen.
Alright, I just start bursting like with like every ounce of my strength. I try climbing up while also tugging Thor up.
All right. Just make a normal athletics roll for that. Oh wow, yeah. You start pulling yourself up one by one, inch by inch, tugging Thor along with you. The water makes him lighter than before, and you actually pull him up enough that you're side by side. You're about
Oh shit.
how far did I say you were last time?
60, I think.
60, 70, 70.
60. Then you'll be
Yeah,
around.
60.
You'll be around 50 now.
Okay.
And Sarah will also try to help, throwing down a rope, which will slowly make its way down over towards 20 feet.
Okay.
Artist can't do much. Thor. Athletics check.
Yep. Normal athletics. 5. Fuck.
You actually start making your way up, and as soon as you reach a certain limit, your body just weighs you down. You go down by 10 feet, both of you.
Oh my fucking god, dude.
Arthur.
what's the dwarf's turn?
The dwarf had no rope, just looking down now.
Useless.
Useless individual. What do I do? Wait, I'm thinking. I'm gonna cheer them on. Let's not give them Bardic Inspiration.
It is not. You're not Bard.
What do I do? Is the shark already here?
Shark is dead. It's already.
Is it floating?
It's underwater, floating very slowly up. The others are climbing faster than it's floating up.
What do I do?
Oh, we could hitch a ride. It's a balloon.
I can't do anything. I'll just watch them, I guess. I'll ready my hand if they're here.
All right.
And you get pulled back down and we all drown.
No, come here, dwarf. Help me if I'm gonna fall. You're my best friend now. Come here.
You notice that the shark is like slightly floating above where he died, but it's not actually going up. It's actually sinking down.
Oh yeah. My next turn was gonna be stabbing the the shark so we can ride it.
Yeah, sharks unfortunately do not float.
Come on,
You just
man.
search the shark's float.
Yeah, I just needed to make sure I knew my fish right.
So you're thinking of a human that floats, bro.
Noros.
All right. That's 1 more minute. Actually, no, I have millions of minutes. Using the knife as like to stabilize myself so that I don't sink accidentally. I'm gonna catch the rope that's slowly sinking and attach my crowbar to it to weigh it down and let it sink faster.
Ooh, big brain. All right. Make me a sleight of hand check.
Oh, sleight of hand!
Oh, wow, what a plus
My
9.
god, he was waiting for that. He's like,
Yeah, he just like reaches out for it, like he ties it with one hand, it drops down all the way to where you guys are.
I am crowbarless now. We remove that from my inventory. Actually, not
don't
yet.
worry, I can hold it
I might
on,
be able
like-
to drag it back.
if you tie it
Yanzen.
properly, you should be able to put it back. I
You
grab
go.
the rope, and then I pull myself up together with Thor.
All right, athletics check with advantage.
Yes.
You make it out, but Thor is about 20 feet down.
Almost.
I'm gonna get out, stabbing my Uchikatana on the ground. And then I point towards the water, asking help. I'm pointing towards I'm also gesturing Sarah to help because, third order. Him.
All right.
And
And Sarah will do so, just reaching out to the end and trying to help along with you guys. Oh, that's the wrong roll.
strength
good
save,
thing.
Thank God.
Right. She tries and pulls up, but it's not strong enough to actually lift Thor from under there. Enough that
Pulls
you're
down.
slightly up.
I'm still 15 feet underwater.
Hey, that's at the
Yes.
dagger point.
Yeah, that's the dagger point. So you could climb up,
Oh.
in which case
I
Ardis...
see Norus now.
Unless
uh,
Artist wants to pull me up too.
Yeah, Ardis will try and pull you up as well. Yeah, he is able to just pull up that rope up towards to 10 feet, which you're just able to make it out by the end of your turn. So with that,
Okay.
that is over. And you have with you your gem
I will
and
be-
your breath.
Gem. Hey, we won.
Oh
You won,
my
Cass, did we win?
God.
Did
All
we win
for
already?
this fucking gem.
Did we win?
I have to re-equip my gear by the way. So give me a moment.
Oh, yeah,
Let
wait,
me
I
get
was
my-
doing all of that with plate mail, by the way.
Wait.
Huh? That's,
Yeah, I don't think
Wait,
we did not
hello?
notice. I thought
Get
that
my
was
dagger
back-
and crowbar back.
The only
thought you-
difference
I
that
thought
would have made is actually that would have made a lot of difference going up.
Yeah,
It's
I
fine.
thought that it wasn't factored. I thought it was already factored in because
Going down that would have helped you, but going up, no, that would not have helped you.
What do you think? I went stark naked, dude.
I don't know. Maybe I just wanted to do it. Felt like it.
All right, it's fine. With that, as you got your gem, you make it off towards the elevator, where you put the gem in that socket, and everyone kind of makes its way there. As soon as the socket kind of drops in, you make your way all the way down. Map the final layer. Boom.
The shark's still here.
And you remove
Oh my
that
God.
shark.
Oh,
Why
let me
is
just remove the. Oh
I-
my! I just
Hey, we're
vanished.
here. We're here.
You see all around you several piles of gold, chests filled with gold, bags in every direction.
Money!
Loot.
Money! Money!
You see gems in every color, all rare it would seem. When you make it all the way down, you find all the treasure enough for you to carry. As one of you goes to look around, Sarah would probably see this. A bag in a corner, which is a bag of holding. Enough to put every single thing inside and carry up.
I'm gonna jump in like Scrooge McDuck.
What's this?
What is this?
That is a magical loot.
What's this? What's this? What's this?
That is the bag of holding.
Oh, Cass. Can I?
Mhm.
Why are the torches aren't working?
We're
Are the
rich.
torches not working?
We're
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no light.
No, because you
Oh,
didn't
there's a
bring
cannon
them.
here. Fuck.
There you go.
Just
Oh,
blast.
now I'm gonna jump in the pile of gold like Scrooge McDuck.
You're gonna hurt yourself, dude. That doesn't work.
Yeah.
All right.
That's gonna. Stink.
And
I feel like
Yeah.
there's a catch. I feel like there's a catch, man. Why are we? Why?
Yeah,
why is
true.
this-
I'm swimming. 15
can't-
feet of movement only.
as you jump down and inside, you see Ardis kind of try to look around, making his steps closer to inches everywhere. He's looking for one particular thing, and he asks for you to help him look for a medallion. Of
It's over
his
there, bro.
clan.
Yep, I'm looking for
Medallion.
it too.
Go ahead and roll a perception check.
Do I roll here as well? I'm gonna roll here as well.
Yeah, I'll help look for it.
I'm
as
gonna
well.
look. I'm gonna look for.
Yeah,
like,
everyone can roll perception for this.
I'm gonna roll for stuff as well, Cass. Like, what's a good stuff I can see?
Yeah, I want to see if there's any cool swords.
Yeah, I want to see some good armor or weapons, guys. Come on.
Yeah, there are lots of different things. In fact,
Thor.
there is a staff of regrowth, a
Oh.
staff of fireballs. There is a crown of madness.
I
There
want the
is
crown of
a
madness.
there is a what would look like a vicious longsword.
Is there a
And-
is there
mhm.
what's a vicious longsword?
A
When you
vicious
crit, you deal
longsword.
extra damage, and you heal through the damage.
Okay, I definitely want that vicious longsword.
And your crit is 19 instead of 20.
Ooh.
It's 19 and, 20.
with advantage, I
Oh
actually
yeah,
get,
19 and 20.
crits. That's actually
How do I roll, Cass?
Just perception.
Oh, I'm done.
Yeah, you look
Um,
around, and you do find the
do I
medallion
s-
off
Do I
towards
notice
this wall.
that it's
Mhm.
all an illusion, or is this real? Is this real life?
This is definitely
this
real. Everything that you see here, you carry up, and Sarah has the whole bag of holding, which she starts just shoveling piles of gold, which, to your understanding, is probably an ancient gold, because it does not have a symbol of the current gold that you use these days.
So it's worthless.
It's
No,
worthless
pretty
if you if you give it to someone who will not buy it. Hence why the Crimson Court was asking you to bring it back, because you could have a buyer for this, like collector's items.
Do I see anything in the middle?
They won't notice us pocketing a few extra
Cass.
coins, right?
Yeah,
Do,
but-
do they see anything in the middle?
The middle, the pillar, now has what looks like a lever.
Oh, liver. It's alive.
Lever. I said
Or
lever.
a lover.
A lever that you can pull to reach you probably all the way back up.
Oh. Goodbye, Noros.
Job's
We'll
done.
go.
As you're actually looking around, Thor, you would see this first. On this wall, I'll whisper you something so that you can say it to the group. You find the medallion and you find these words.
I'm just gonna swim.
Bob's and Vagina.
Bob and again. Show Bob.
This is what you see. Hold on. Thor.
Okay.
On this wall with the medallion, you see those. You can read that to the group.
Ardus, come here for a sec.
And Ardis
I beckon
also
to
motions
Ardis.
for the rest of the group to come by.
Stormveil, Kyriam, Vorthilis.
Ardis kind of looks at you and kind of just huffs. Nothing to worry about. Simple old tales about ancient dragons that once used to roam the lands. Stormveil, the king of storms, Kyriam, the king of flames, and Vorthilis, the dragon of death, the devourer of lands.
I was gonna ask if they know Lord Carmine, but that's the wrong campaign. No, because
What's-
Vortilis,
This-
Daniel is actually in the other campaign.
This Stormveil you mentioned, the king. Is he perhaps the descendant of Rio here, turned into dwarf or man?
Perhaps no one can actually tell. Always hidden and behind large curtains, you see. But a story for another day. We've had our treasures and our fine share of adventures. Let's make our way out.
I agree.
Oh, before that, one thing. I unsheath my blade. I can't leave any of you alive.
Oh.
They all just
Are you
swarm you.
serious? Are you serious?
I sheath my blade. Sorry, I just really wanted to say that. Like, at least,
Everyone just has their weapons out on him.
Like,
I just
Nora's already
cool, right?
casted hold person.
You see me teleport behind you, Jacob. What'd you say?
And then I'm like,
My fellow
like-
adventurers, as a fellow priest of Rio here, I wish to convert all of you.
you like have a prayer meeting as soon as you get back to the elevator. It's like it takes you like a good 3 hours to get up there, and you have like a full prayer meeting. Yeah.
I'm
but yeah.
dying. I tell the party, I'm dying soon. This will be my last retirement
Then
of
you
an
won't need the money,
adventure.
right?
No, 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 no. I
My
still need
God.
it. My grandchildren needs it, bro.
How much do you think we can take from here that the Crimson Court won't notice? Like
And we even
It's
use
all up
it.
to Sarah.
1,000?
Man, as long as I get this flute.
But I
flute,
require
flute.
nothing from here.
I require your patience, your
I
love,
need
and
the vicious
understanding.
I literally
Um,
don't get any reward from here, I think.
I get the
yeah,
vicious
it's
sword.
fine.
I hide in the corner.
I don't get any reward. For
Yeah.
Lacour firmly believes that wealth is bad.
More
Wealth is in the
farm-
shape of your friends. Wow.
Yeah,
That's just it.
wealth is the friends we made along the way. Yep.
Is this still is there still something going down?
Ooh. Perhaps.
Sus?
Perhaps. No,
Can you
that's
try,
not.
can you try lifting the
Uh,
disc from one
No,
side?
no, no.
to see-
That's not. It's not all the way down. Look, if I go back, boom, you're back in the main room.
Oh,
No,
This
it's
is
just an
huge.
endless void, and it's like and more mystery or something.
yeah. And that's
No, you
Um,
go down, you fall, and then you see a "you died" screen or whatever.
no. The cat is gonna say like, as you flick the lever,
It
you
goes
realize
down.
it's not going up, it's going down.
going
But
down.
That's
that's
the
a
end of
story.
the. For
That's a story
another
for another time.
Right. With that, you reach back out. You go outside the teleporter, all the way to the base of the mountain, where you can put your tokens here, just to see the final, I guess, scenery. When you make your way out along with Ardus, Ardus gives you a quick goodbye after getting that medallion, the one thing that he asked for the
Yep.
group.
Artist,
Mhm.
before you leave,
Already left.
did he
No, he's
leave
still
already?
there. No, he's still there.
Oh.
Really? He just got
Ardus just sprinted out of there.
He's like, I'm gone. See you, fools.
I wasn't blind at all.
Where do I begin? In search
Running
for
nowhere.
King Stormveil.
You would begin in the heart of Suladar, the land of giants itself. You can
Very
follow
well.
me. I'm going there in my stead, actually.
All right.
And so the both of you make your way off.
While that's
Mhm.
right. While they're leaving, I'm like pondering to myself. I'm like, Celadar. That sounds interesting. And I walk with them.
All right. Wow.
Wow.
And so the two of you, along with Sarah, are the
Sarah
only
left
three.
with the money.
Yeah, Sarah's
Oh,
already
is it?
gone with the money. No. She does kind of look around, perhaps to the rest of the group. Asking where you should go now and stuff like that. Question: where do we go now?
Where do we go now? And then and then Poe says, "Home." The end.
Those cheesy
Oh my
ending. Like you walk into the sunset.
Oh my, that's so bad. That is so
And the screen fades to black.
I
Fade to
actually wanna
black.
vomit.
Weird 1980s credit scene.
What I want. Dun, 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 dun. Right. But yeah, you do make it back to Urion, where the captain is there waiting for you. You head back to wherever you came from. The rest of you are still remaining in Suladar.
Oh, yeah, so it's there.
Yeah,
The
yes, so-
OG.
I went to Celadar because I'm a wanderer, so I just want to explore
Yeah.
the world.
And with that, that is the end of the campaign.
Wow.
I hope you guys had
Wow.
fun. You have your treasure. You have your stories, and a
What I
little bit of a
want,
tidbit
and-
extra thing for the campaign. For
Yeah.
the other campaign as well.
Vortilis, though. That's I didn't expect Vortilis to be mentioned there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stormveil, Kyriam, and Vortilis, the three dragons.
for- To give context, Neil, I think in our campaign, Vortilis was resurrected by a demon, and we have to stop him. Basically, he's kind of like the big
Kyriam
bad.
is who?
The dragon of
We don't know
flames.
Kyriam.
Stormveil.
Stormveil's the
Uh,
dragon of lightning.
The Dragon of Lightning. He's
Yes.
a shapeshifter king. He was mentioned as a king, right?
Yes.
Oh,
Could be a
okay.
dragon king, you know.
And Vortilis was
Uh.
slain by the first king of something. I don't remember.
Yeah, because mine is like super lore based.
I did
Like
want to
my
explore the
character.
world.
Yeah.
Super lore based, bro. Spirit Guards is OP.
Very strong. With
Dude,
that,
I had no clue the Spirit Guardians was this strong, man. Like